Exclusive, dog. Welcome to the club, dog.
Oh, y'all finally got one, man. Y'all finally got one.
I'm saying though.
Yeah. Welcome to the Xbox exclusive club, Jack.
It took a minute, bro. It took a minute, you know.
He went out the park, man.
Yeah, man. We back, baby.
Man, I'm happy for y'all, man. I'm happy for y'all. Real talk, man.
Yeah, we back, baby.
Yeah, I got one, man. Like,
let me move this so that thing start going on.
And it happened to come from a team of like 3 people, man.
Xbox is back, baby.
Well, let's not go that far.
Comeback season.
That's right, baby. It starts now.
Comeback season in the work.
What's the next banger? What's the next banger coming out?
2018, baby. Don't worry about it, man.
All right. I got you.
They got Forza 7 coming up, fam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, baby. 4K.
Okay, that's the new hottest. That 4K. All right.
Yo, Rise of the Tomb Raider been like publicized for like the longest of any game I ever seen, bro.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Crystal Dynamics ain't even like they stopped working on the game years ago. Like, bro, the Nixus is the only company working on the game right now. They done had this shit really for 2 years.
Anytime there's like any type of hardware or any benchmark, they go right to Tomb Raider.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, god damn.
Yeah,
that shit crazy. What the fuck is that?
Xbox back in the building, man.
That's right, baby. Everybody enjoying Xbox this weekend, baby. You see it.
I'm saying though.
All right.
Get that off my shit.
Who knows? Maybe Super Lucky's Tale will be good, right?
I mean,
2 for 2.
Might be all right.
I know I'm not finding out though.
It might be all right.
I'm skipping that one.
I mean, but you the better bot though. How you skipping that?
Man, I'm gonna leave that for the best spot.
Oh, only the best bot getting that. All right,
That's
cool.
right. That's right. You got to take one for the team, baby.
What do we got over here?
What's up?
That's man. Wait a minute. I just talked to Alex. What was that, Thursday?
Thursday.
I got a rule. I don't talk to Alex more than once a week, man. This shit crazy.
It goes a little left if he does that way.
I'm saying though, like what's
Jack
good?
will start saying some things on Twitch.
I know it goes. Yeah, it goes left.
It goes a little left when I show up. Little sassy molassy, if you ask me.
There you go.
A little too sweet on the literal sense.
Okay.
Oh no!
Say you got terms over there.
Yo, because I realized my firstborn son keep taking all the people on my podcast, fam. Every time I go over there, I'm like, yo, who else gonna be over there? That
Oh yeah, Bomb was over there on Thursday. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're
I
missing
think
out.
Kofi got a plan. I think he got a plan, and then
Maybe I don't know. I mean,
he's got a little like slowly trying to leech my people away and shit. Like,
Oh man,
Kofi's
What
like
about
Kofi's like the little bird in that one level in Cuphead. I don't know if you got to with the flying bird. You got like the father. He starts out, and then once you kill him, a little bird comes out. That's BG is the big bird, and Kofi's the small bird.
you further than me
right now. I'm thinking spoilers right now though.
I mean,
damn, Cuphead got spoilers too. God damn.
I mean,
saying
God.
y'all should also not avoid.
I don't know if that's a spoiler.
A lot of people ain't making it to that bird that Ray talking about. A lot of people ain't gonna make it to that bird, dog.
listen, if I can't say there's a fucking woman in Hellblade, then that's definitely a fucking spoiler. Okay.
Wait, what? That was what?
I couldn't say a damn thing about Hellblade without people saying it's a spoiler. So Rand saying there's a bird in the game, that's absolutely a spoiler. Okay.
Yeah, based off the logic. Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody seems to be. Oh.
But we can go ahead and get started with the intros. Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 111. Make sure you hit the like button, please. SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play. Check out weaponwheelnetwork.com. Links in the description for everything. Shout out to all the patrons. And make sure you hit that like button, man, to support the podcast. It's apparently International Podcast Day also.
Oh, real shit? All right.
Yeah,
That's
on
awesome.
Twitter. Yeah. I don't know who makes all these fictional holidays, but I'm down for this one. So make sure y'all support Weapon Wheel. All right, so intros. Rand?
Yo, BG, thanks for having me on again. It's Randall Thor 19. The man with the million. I beat Cuphead. So I'm probably the only person on here
It just
that
came out.
has. I know, but I beat it.
You got it early though.
I did. Shout out to Microsoft for the hookup.
There you go.
There you go.
Jack.
I would do my fancy schmancy intro, man, but I don't fuck with a lot of y'all viewers, man. So what I will say is, to the ones I do fuck with, how y'all doing today? Welcome to the Whip and Wheel podcast. Let's have a nice show, man.
Okay. Jimmy.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's J Mega Games. Bum at everything. I'm in here now.
I like that
What's
heavy,
up,
Jimmy.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
Looks good.
I'm gonna change it to a bum though.
Alex.
Black Bond's not here, but Cuban Bond is. So thanks for inviting me to the podcast. I appreciate it. Check me out at Oh No, It's Alex, and gonna stream some more Ruiner tonight.
All right. Heartache.
Yo, what up?
All right. And that's everybody. Okay. Smooth probably gonna stroll in here late. All right. So first thing we're gonna talk about. So yeah, let's just go right into Cuphead. Get everybody's first impression on the game. What you think about it? You know, Xbox finally got one, man. It's looking good. It's looking up. Everything's looking positive right now. All right. So start with you, Rand. You already beat the game. So what's your summary?
I thought it was a pretty damn good game. Not a perfect game by any stretch of imagination, but I had a lot of fun chasing after the bosses, trying to get A ranks and everything, because in my opinion, it's just not enough to beat those bosses. You got to beat those bosses in style with A pluses. But I enjoyed my time with it. It does get pretty difficult as you progress. Island 1 is pretty easy. Island 2 gets pretty hard. Island 3 is ridiculous. And then, well, I don't know about spoilers, but after Island 3, I turned off my system in a fit of rage. I was so pissed off.
God damn.
So, you can like see the passion when you play the game, like the hand-drawn animation that was done by 2 people over the course of 4 years.
Wow.
There's a lot of love in this game, you know, even with the soundtrack. It's just, I kind of felt like the boss battles were the pinnacle of the game, and the running gun levels weren't that good. They kind of seemed like afterthoughts to a certain degree, which is why I didn't like give the game a 9 or whatever. But I think it's a really cool game, and hopefully it sells well, and they can make another game, another Cuphead 2, but not take 5 years this time.
All right. Jimmy, you played it?
Yeah, man, I'm enjoying Cuphead, man. I feel like it really depends on when you started playing games, how difficult it is. I mean, it's not easy, but it's definitely more difficult if you're somebody that haven't, grew up playing platformers. So, I mean, I'm playing it as like your traditional old school platformer, in my opinion. It's not as difficult as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
It's a lot of remembering, memorizing patterns and just repeating that.
Jack.
Yeah, I beat the first island so far. Very, very, very dope game. I'm messing with it, man. One of the things that was worrying to me about this game when I was seeing people play it, I didn't know how I didn't know if the controls was gonna be like loose or like non-responsive stuff like that. But I'm happy to report, man, the controls are very nice on this game. They're very responsive. I really ain't got no problem with the controls, to be honest with you, man. Like Rand said, the art style, we already know about the art style, dope. The music is very dope. Like they pretty much accomplished what they were setting out to do with the aesthetics of this game, with the feel that this game puts you in. Like it really feel like you playing an old ass cartoon. Like it's lit, bro. The boss fights, I'm fucking with the boss fights. They dope. I haven't got angry at the game yet. Surprisingly, I almost got angry when I was streaming yesterday because it'd be some backseat gamers watching your stream. I was getting upset. I almost got upset with y'all, man. But when I die, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people already said this, when you die, you really don't be upset because you be like, all right, that's where I messed up at. Let me go and switch that up real quick. You know what I mean? Like you see what you messing up at. So, I mean, it's a well put together game. I'm fucking with it, dog. It's dope.
All right. Alex, you played?
Yeah, I played last night, and I played Ruiner as well. Cuphead has got to be one of the games where it's one of the few games where they are actually coming through with what they promised. And they have this beautiful art style, this amazing animation. The music is really good. It even has that noise to it, like coming from a record player. The controls are tight. It's like an old school Contra game. It's just so well done. And I think the difficulty so far is just perfect. To me, it's not too hard and it's not too easy. I feel like it's just right. And it progressively gets harder as you get better. So I think they really came with it, and it's one of those games that I feel totally okay with buying on day one. It's really that good.
Right. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely like a trial and error game. Each time you die, you just peep little things that you were doing wrong and you adjust next time you get there. Unless your kids move, you just keep doing the same shit.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying. We all saw
that man smooth, dog.
I saw a clip where he drank coffee while he was playing and it like went down the wrong pipe and I think he almost died.
Yeah.
And then he said something about like being dropped on his head as a baby another time.
I see that.
And I was like, why are you so mad at yourself, bro? Like, relax. Like,
he's getting too caught up, bro.
The more times you get upset with it, the harder it's gonna be.
Yeah, like he was blaming being bad at the game on childhood injuries and shit. I
don't think you should say those things on stream, especially about like personal parts of your life like that. But
yeah, man. But
it's fun watching him play, right? And it's like I felt that way with Ruiner the other night. I think I died like 65 times to the first boss, and that was in the prologue. Yeah, I'm playing it on hard, which you probably shouldn't do. It's like Hotline Miami with like Blade Runner, and then just make it even like more aesthetic. But it's just a fucking wild game.
Right.
Dude, I watched Kid Smooth play, and he was struggling so bad at that. The boss that Jack said looked like the character from like Dragon Heroes, like the little like thing. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like, dude, if you're having that much problem with that boss, the 4th level will crush your soul. Like, there'll be no more Kid Smooth after that.
I think he's taking it too intently, like hard on himself when he's playing, and he's trying to show that he's good. He's just got to relax.
Nah, that game is exposing people flat out. I mean,
it's definitely
that game is already exposing people, man.
Oh boy,
yeah, that game got people losing their shit, man. Seriously,
it feels to me like it's like when Dark Souls first came out, right? Everybody just wanted to rush through the game instead of like taking their time and understanding what the game is telling you and then reacting on that way.
Everybody was telling me that like the frog. Everybody wanted me to get to the frog boss because they was like, that one is really hard, right?
I think I died like twice to that one. It wasn't that bad.
Like, I only died 3 times on that one, but I died like 20 times on the plane.
Yeah, the plane is where I stopped last night because it was starting to get. I was just getting tired too.
Right.
That
what the hell?
Boss was kicking their ass too, BG.
I thought the plane was easier than the frogs. Actually, that's I know that's crazy because
that plane is annoying the shit out of me right now.
You got to remember, you got to shrink. Don't forget.
I know. I never
did that.
The easiest way to do that is do what Rand did. Is reconfigure your controller to the trigger, and then therefore you can hold down the trigger button and press Y. That's what got me through the playing ones.
I put fire to trigger, and I put dash to square. I'm using a PS4 controller. I put dash to square, and I put change weapon to triangle because it's a completely different controller scheme than that originally. So I had to change mine up. But,
and what Alex is saying about exposing people, you can tell who's playing this game on simple difficulty because it skips stages on boss fights. So when you look at people's reviews, like take for example that first boss fight with the potato and then the onion and then the carrot. If you're watching it and it skips the onion, they're playing on simple difficulty.
Oh, really?
Because it skips phases.
Wow.
But the onion isn't even that hard. It's just.
I know, but that's what simple does. It slows down the boss's attacks, and then it removes phases from the boss. Like that. This one boss I was having a really hard time with, this dragon boss. It like completely skipped one of the stages because I tried out simple mode just to see what it was like. Right. I'm like, oh my god, this is too easy. And I bet you people are gonna pass off their reviews like this game isn't too hard. When they really played it on
I don't feel like it's that hard right now. I mean, I'm still in the beginning because I didn't have that much time to stream, but I'm sure it'll pick up.
Is there an unlockable difficulty?
When you beat the game for the first time on regular, because you can't beat the game on simple. They won't let you because you don't collect the contracts. When you beat the game on regular, you unlock expert difficulty, which is it's pretty tough because everything's sped up. They attack more often and their projectiles are even faster. So that's kind of like the true mode, and that's where you can get S ranks.
I don't want no smoke with expert difficulty.
I'm going after
right now.
I'm probably gonna go after expert. You know what I would like though is like a health bar for the boss.
That's what I wanted. I'm like, you never know when you're close to beating.
Not only that, but I feel like for some reason, like it's not even really, you're not really doing damage. You're just like going through the timing.
I think they did that purposely to psychological with you.
That's what I was saying.
I feel like the bosses to me feel like it is just a time, like as you get to certain parts of time, then they start changing phases and you'll finish the fight. I feel like if you don't even...
Nah, I tried that, dude. I tried to like just sit through a boss. No, not even try to finish. The game glitched after they killed me and they were still doing its motions, and I wanted to see how long will it take before he just automatically dies. No. But it didn't do that.
But look though, what Alex saying makes sense, because like when I was fighting them two frogs, like I was doing like if you do the specials on them, I'm assuming the special do more damage, but
yeah.
They still go through the same animations, and it don't shorten none of the rotations. Like
I feel like it's
I gotta disagree, man, because I was fighting that thing without my super, and when I started using my super, the animations went past faster.
What I say is I feel like it goes through the phases quicker.
It goes quicker.
It goes quicker. They'll rush through to get to that next phase. Like when I was fighting, I was learning that when I was fighting the frogs. They would do typically do like a certain amount of phases of one animation before they switch to the next, but as I was hitting him with the Supras, I made him like do it immediately after, like his animation change.
Y'all think it might be like the attacks move the timeline along instead of the bosses actually having HP? That could be it.
That could be it. That or the super attacks will then make that phase shorter or something along that line. It just seems very strange.
I think the amount of damage being done speeds up the phases. That's what it seems like.
And that could be why there's no health bar, because even in like old 8-bit games, I remember, like Mega Man had health bars for enemies, and you knew what you were playing against, and it had more pressure. But here, I feel like I'm just holding the trigger in order to like get to the next phase.
It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like the super moves do that much damage. I feel like if regular moves do like maybe one hit of damage, I feel like super moves do maybe 3. Like I don't feel like it does a whole lot.
Do you have the extra health bar?
Nah, that you got to purchase from the store? No.
That's take away damage.
The smoke or the dodge avoids all damage.
Yeah, I don't.
The coffee one's really good because it really recharges your super like really fast. You just spam that against the boss, and that can help you beat it quicker. And even at the end of the game, when I was on World 4, it was really tough. So I threw on the 2 hearts because there's a charm that actually gives you 2 hearts, but greatly reduces like your damage, and that stuff does take a lot longer when you do it with 5 hearts instead of 3. So there is some truth to that, like you know. So I think it has to do with like
moving the timer.
Moving the timer, because you use that. Who was using the green gun? That home. I think it was Kofi.
Yeah,
was using that green gun, and it was just like I was watching it. I was watching him struggle with the clown. Like he was struggling. He was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a breeze, right?" And he was like there for like an hour. He was there for like an hour, and I'm like, "Come on, Kofi!" Like, and he was using the green thing.
Less damage, also. It's not.
That gun is trash. That Holman joint trash, though.
But like, I'm comparing it in my mind how fast I was going through it because I was using a different weapon. So even though you don't have to aim with that gun, it doesn't do any damage, so it doesn't push along. Like you're fighting the boss longer, which means you might make more mistakes and eventually die. You know.
I think it's situational. That homing gun is like for certain situations.
It's kind of like
just like I feel like the dash is for certain situations. I feel like the smoke dash. I was able to. I was like, you know what? I can't. Every time I got the smoke dash, I would focus on. Oh wow, well I can't take damage, so I would start fucking up in other areas where I wasn't before when I didn't have it. You know.
I think the pink sugar cubes are like exactly what everyone should be putting in their like setup, because not having to press A twice to get the parry.
Oh yeah,
so perfect, because
I didn't buy that.
Wait, what power was it? I even
so there are.
I was a little bit lazy. I don't feel like that's worth 3 coins.
There's the frog boss, especially when they're throwing out the not the frog, when he's throwing out like the little Hadoukens. That would be ideal for that, because you can parry the pink ones and then get around everything else and not have to duck or worry about it. So you could like real quick throw some parries out there and get a really good combo and get your supers up. That's the whole point of the parry. You get your super up and you start throwing that out.
I was a dumbass through that frog match. I forgot all about those pink Hadoukens was a parry one. I was like, this whole time I was like,
but anything
you weren't parrying shit, bro.
Anything that is pink in the world can be parried. So that's items, enemy projectiles, like anything. So be aware of that. So you don't have to wait for anything. If it's like the spikes in the first level, you can just parry off them and not have to worry about anything going around there. You can just do that.
Yeah, and it builds your special faster so you can get through that stuff. And plus, you need it to get A ranks because that's the game right there. It's just not enough to get C's and move on. You got to get them A's.
I'm fine with my C's. I mean, man. I'll take my C's.
I was always a B kind of student in school, so a B.
Yeah, I'm okay with a B- or a B. It's still a B.
A B to me is an A.
I think I got 1 A- so far.
Give me my damn contract so I can move on.
There is a special mode where if you get pacifist on the run and guns, which means you don't fire your gun, you can get the black and white visual mode, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, Patrick Maka was showing that the other day. Right?
I mean, you don't fire your gun.
Yeah, like I beat the first 2 run and gun levels without firing. The
run and gun joints. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that difficult because you can use the invincibility super to get past a couple parts.
That's not the way you should do it, though.
No, but it's for the special mode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's a real enjoyable game. I love boss fight games. The visual is really cool. I got to think like a lot of research went into really capturing.
You just watch that game, and like when I went to the shop owner, like the pig. He's animated so fucking well. I was like, I was losing my shit at this fucking like simple animation, but I'm just like, this looks so good. It's crazy how good this all looks.
Smooth, were you okay, dude? I saw you fall off your chair a couple times, man.
Yeah, no, I found that I was like, I leaned back and I forgot how like.
Well,
did he fall out? Did he fall out sure again? What's good?
Okay.
That was a clean drop too. You there?
Yeah, man. No, I was getting a
It's
phone
like you
call.
just stopped talking. Oh, okay. I'm about to say it's like you just stopped talking.
If you get to World 4, kid, please stream that. I need to see your reaction to World 4, please.
I mean, I'm on World 2 right now, and that roller coaster boss, I like took a break on that roller coaster because I'm like, he's pretty fucking annoying. Yeah, but this game, man, and I don't know how many worlds there is. It's 4, right? That's the last one.
Yeah. So there's a world after the third island, and then once you beat that world, there's the final boss fight.
This has got to be the best value game of the year, man. For its
Yep.
My bad, guys. I got a phone call.
Cool.
Yeah, this is the best value game of the year easily.
I mean, $20 and it's got everything you could want.
All right, let me ask this question real quick because I know it's gonna come up at some point. What's this thing about the cheating? Like, is that in the menu? Like, how's that?
I couldn't find it, man. But that I was.
What is that about?
Stream, I was watching the stream. I'm like, wait a minute, how can one get hit 8 times and still not die? What the hell?
If you check, because I heard about that too, right? If you look on Google, they're PC trainers. They're just files you download for like Steam or whatever. That
people hacking the game already, man.
Yeah. I mean,
you could do that on PC.
There's like
on Steam. Yeah, Steam games you could cheat on those easy.
That's some fraud
so,
shit.
You can get invincibility. You can give yourself an A ranking on the level. A whole bunch of nonsense.
Were people really using cheat engine stuff already on this game?
What were people?
I saw Bond was.
I saw something.
That's cornball shit, bro.
What was
like, how the hell do you cheat on that?
Hip hop gamer, like what happened with him? I heard some people say he was cheating or something.
He had the cheat code in the stream because the thing is, when I was watching him play, I was like, I want to see how he does, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna mess up here, and I'm like, he getting hit all over the place and nothing. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? I'm like, yo. So I asked him in the chat, I was like, how many lives you got? I'm like, because I don't have that many lives, and so he said he like.
Oh.
Damn,
man's moved out again.
Must be getting a lot of calls.
Video feed was blocking his video feed was blocking the hit point count.
Oh,
See, like so you couldn't see it. You just saw everything else but his hit point counter.
So wait,
so
are these in-game codes or these are people?
No, that's some shit they did. They didn't found.
They said it's a trainer. They said it was a trainer.
yeah.
Oh, listen, man. How
do you get enjoyment out of that though? Like, what are you doing, bro? Like,
but then he admitted like he wasn't hiding it, right? He didn't say like, oh, he wasn't trying to pretend like he wasn't cheating, right? He admitted it, right?
Because everybody was asking about it in the chat, so he's using a cheat. But the thing I didn't understand, it was like he was super excited and super like, oh, yo, this is going to be hard. This is hard. And he's super excited when he passed like, the stage.
Hey man,
like,
if he was excited about an Xbox game.
Like, what the fuck?
Listen, man.
Why is he even playing it? Like, just watch somebody play it, bro.
Smooth,
completely defeats the purpose of the game.
Exactly.
But not for nothing, Smooth. If he was hype about an Xbox game, shit, at least you've seen it. At least you got to see him hype about an Xbox game.
Like with me, I'm complete. Like I said, I don't think cheating is looking something up, but cheating is manipulating the game itself into a way it wasn't meant to be.
The shit he doing is cheating, dog. It ain't it's cheating, bro.
Like, I don't think looking up a game fact or figuring something out, because there are times where games just do not have the right way of conveying information, and it's something really fucking obscure that you have to look for, or you're not getting something like from what the game's telling you. Looking it up is fine, but physically affecting the code of the game to make it easier, that's cheating.
That's lame, dog.
At least he admitted it though, and they didn't come out and
Oh, he would have had to, because Bond was already there, and then people were asking about it, like the people who played it were watching it.
So
like,
why did he even stream it then? Like, what? I'm trying to figure out why he
streamed it with that mode on. Like,
because I think he was just trying to let people see the game, right? His view.
Shameless. He don't care. He's shameless about it, man.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Like, at least he's not trying to hide people can see that. People can see the
How many people sitting there watching it though? Like,
word on the street was the game is difficult. So when people watch people stream, they want to see how difficult it is.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, you do watch the stream to see how you play through it, but because of the difficulty. But like I said, long as he I think for him it was more like, look, everyone knows he's a Sony guy, and I guess he was like, people are gonna see me playing an Xbox game.
Yeah, but he's doing it on the PC version, and he have a beast of a PC. So I mean, that doesn't have him promoting the game isn't promoting the Xbox really.
Yeah. I mean, that's a weird way of thinking about it, but I just think he just probably just doesn't really care.
Hey man, I'm just trying to defend the brother.
That's weird.
I mean, I'd rather if he did come out and say like, oh, I was cheating, I don't give a shit, then yeah, I'd rather somebody be like, no, I wasn't.
When I clicked on the video that I heard about, I heard him saying that.
Here's my problem, right? Because I got so much shit for telling people after the challenge was over, I'm going to beat the rest of that part of the Chapter 20 Uncharted with lock on aim.
You look corny for doing that too, though.
No, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't stream it.
I'm saying you admitted it, but I mean, you can't expect people to respect. You can't expect people to respect that.
I didn't want people to respect that, but I got a whole lot of backlash for it.
You know what the difference is? The difference is that he don't care though. He don't care about the whole.
Yeah. I didn't care either.
Sometimes,
but you was in a challenge. It was different. You was in a
no. Wait a minute.
The
challenge was over.
Okay, wait a minute.
As soon as the challenge is over, I'm gonna just beat it for the trophy.
All right, wait a minute. You don't care, right? But why you act like people gonna be like, "Good job," so like you graduated. Like, no, nigga, you don't get props.
No, but I wasn't asking anybody to congratulate me. I said right when the stream is over, I was like, all right, I was like, yep. I was like, I'm gonna get by this shit, but I'm putting that lock on aim on.
But you gotta expect what's coming with that though.
Maybe
yeah, but the thing is like if people are gonna say everything, be all upset that I did something off stream, told them I was gonna do it. I ain't asking people to cheer for me or clap for me that I admitted. It's just like, don't be all fucking mad and shit. But then when we see blatant cheating, like complete like unlimited lives, unlimited everything on the game, on a game that just came out, that's titled hard. Everybody know the game for its difficulty. And be like, oh well, maybe he did. Oh, he didn't care. Oh, I'm like, what the fuck?
Both of y'all need to be
It's very simple, Smooth. It's mostly because, well, one of the reasons probably is because you get upset and people just want to see you react. And I think the other thing too is you don't have to tell everyone everything.
Facts. True.
Right. You could have just done it and not said anything, and no one would have been the wiser. You could have just kept your mouth, closed for a little bit, done it, been fine. And people also just like to see you react too. So that could also be what's going on.
Yeah.
Sorry. It is bull though.
Plus, it's the streets of man. Like, if you're on this side of the gaming community, people will ridicule you more. You know that.
Right. Yeah, there's always backseat gamers. Like there was, even when I was playing Cuphead, there was a whole bunch of people reaching. It's like when there are games that we know we're gonna die in, and as soon as you die, you got people wait. There's people waiting to fucking say something.
Oh yeah, facts.
I knew you was gonna kill me.
Why were you even born to pick up a controller, nigga? What are you doing? Like, bro, goddamn. I just got the game, bro.
This is your first platform, ain't it?
Word.
Exposed.
Yo, Heart8, I heard you're not a fan of Cuphead, fam. What's up?
Yeah, it's whatever. It's, all y'all niggas hype because of the art style. That's why. If it wasn't for the art style, nobody wouldn't give a fuck about this indie game.
It's a fun game, though.
It's a fun, yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, hard eight. Guess what?
But I don't know. I don't think that's a fair thing to do to like say that.
I mean, I like indie games. So I
don't think it's a fair thing to do to take away the art style from the game because it's one of its strengths. That's like saying Uncharted isn't a good game without the gameplay. Like, I don't think that's exactly fair.
But yo, Hardy, you want to address some people saying you ducking it because of the difficulty?
They can eat a dick.
Damn.
That's how you got to be, smooth, just like that.
No. Here's one thing Hardy can't duck.
If people want me to play it, buy it. Other than that, I ain't.
I think I'll buy it.
Somebody gonna buy it for you, know that, right?
No. This one thing. No, don't buy him Cuphead. Get him. Fragments of Him is available on PlayStation 4 right now.
They try to get it. Look,
he got him on PS4.
They want to see him play it. They want to see.
You know what I think? I think Hardy actually might like Ruiner a lot. I feel like that'll be up your alley, Hardy.
No, I don't play none of them games.
You ever played Hotline Miami?
I only want to play big budget AAA games.
Oh, you gotta open up the other things.
No, he said big
budget.
He wouldn't say Hollywood. He said big budget.
Big budget AAA games.
I did all that in the 80s and the early 90s.
But those games aren't really all that great, to be honest, compared to what you're seeing now with indies, right? Like, you have to admit that.
Nah, I'm good. I want AAA games, big budget. That's it. All that cheap shit y'all can have. I'm good.
So explain to me what a AAA game is.
What?
So like what constitutes as a AAA game? Is it the marketing budget?
Within 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Wolfenstein 2. Those are the games I want to play. I don't want to play low budget cheap shit.
I don't think Cuphead has like low. It has the exact money it needs behind it.
Hey, wait a minute. Aztec just hit me up, Patreon supporter. He asked, when can we expect the Wolfenstein stream? He donated for me to stream Wolfenstein. I purchased Wolfenstein. I'm going to start streaming it on Monday, bro. I got you.
Which one?
On Monday.
The first one. The one that's on.
Oh, the New Order. The New Order.
Yeah.
I already got it downloaded. I'm going to start streaming that Monday for you, bro. I got you.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I already don't like it, but like I said,
it ain't that I don't like it. It's just I ain't hype. I'm not.
You feel like you don't want to waste your time.
If it didn't have that art style, nobody wouldn't be talking about this shit. Let's be real, man. Nobody would have been looking at Cuphead.
I don't think the graphics are a main factor of that game, though.
That's the main factor.
Well, the thing is that it's not graphics. It's the fact that it's like
over a pig in a goddamn store. That's because the pig looked amazing.
I don't know, man, because you the main graphics
animated so well. Not graphics, not no cartoon shit.
I mean, fam, you gotta appreciate.
I like graphics, attention to detail, things like that.
So Cuphead.
The art style looks great.
I know the best way to put this because he an old school gamer like me. You ever played Mickey Mouse Castle Evolution?
Nah, I ain't played that joint.
Oh, okay, I was gonna tell you because if you played that,
and the platforming on that joint looked straight garbage.
Oh, the platforming parts ain't that good.
Yeah, it ain't good. I ain't gonna lie.
The boss fights is what like
Yeah, the platforming is like.
You gotta do the platforming parts if you want to get coins.
Yeah, it's about the boss fights, really. But all right, we can move on from Cuphead. So let's talk about the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer. I got like 100 dislikes on my video when I was talking about it because I
kind of know why, BG.
Because hold on. All I said was this wasn't a good trailer. I never said I never said Red Dead Redemption 2 looks trash. I said I'm gonna tell you why people. I'm
gonna tell you why people dislike this trailer, BG. I damn near disliked it by damn, so I did like to listen. This is why people dislike that video, right? Okay. You've yourself said that Red Dead was probably your favorite game of last year, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And you can admit that Red Dead 2 is probably going to be an amazing game, correct?
I said that in the video.
Okay, cool. So, when the trailer came out, I'm just going to assume, like, I knew what to expect. A lot of us knew what to expect. So, when you did that video, it just came off as like some contrarian, I'm finna be the different opinion in the room type. Like, you gonna like the game. You know what I mean? So,
man, that trailer wasn't good.
I went
compared to what? Like, we know what to expect.
I went back and looked at the first Red Dead Redemption trailer, right, for the original game, and I also went back and looked at GTA 5 trailer, the Stevie Wonder one. Okay. Those trailers got me hyped, and they didn't really show shit, but what they showed was enough to get me hyped. This trailer that I watched, Red Dead 2. I'm like, this shit don't even.
So can you?
What did you like about it?
What are the things that got you hyped in the first trailer compared to this one? Because I haven't seen the first one in a long time, that they're very similar. That they focus on the main character. That they're story driven. They're very specific. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure.
It was a bland trailer, wasn't?
What else could they have added to where they've been like?
They've been shown.
I don't know, man. To me, their trailers are never nothing special unless they give you the one with the character reveals.
They could have shown what they shown some else. Oh, that's a spoiler. Like, what else could they have shown to where people would have been like, "Damn, that was lit." Like,
GTA 5 trailer was lit, especially the trailer where they had each character individually. That joint was lit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When they do the character reveals, those be the good trailers.
But that's another thing, though. People's like, "Oh, it wasn't as long as the GTA 5 trailer." GTA had 3 main characters. This game got 1 main character. You know what I mean? So it's like, naturally, you ain't gonna have as much to show with him as you gonna have to show.
Well, even the first trailer where it was just about Michael, that trailer was way better than this Red Dead trailer.
I think they're gonna do the same trailer for Red Dead 2 though down the line.
Anyway, man, prequels historically ain't never been amazing. So we might want to pipe down a little bit because we might.
Yeah, but I think
said.
Rockstar is one of the few companies that could actually change that ideal.
I mean, that's what I said. I mean,
I don't think so.
I said the same thing. They probably could.
Well, remember, this ain't
gonna be no bad game.
This ain't the first Red Dead, so I don't know. I gotta go agree with Hardin on this one.
This ain't gonna be no bad game, though, bro.
It's gonna be bad, but we gotta wait and see. Like
the story. I mean,
prequels historically ain't never really that great.
I don't know. Well,
we know much of what's gonna happen. I mean, we know like. We're not going to be amazed by nothing. We already know what's going on.
That new main character to me seems lame. I know he
gonna be.
I kind of like him. I kind of like the fact that he's a real dick.
Yeah, you're gonna be a piece of shit in that game.
Yeah,
that's kind of lit though. You hitting jack moves, telling people where my money at and all that.
I mean, you're a piece of shit in GTA 5 too, so it ain't like.
True.
You're always a piece of shit in a Rockstar game.
That trailer just tried.
Manhunt, Smuggler's Run.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
You got a point.
Listen, one thing about it is niggas gonna get it day one. Don't even fucking matter. They could have showed fucking somebody taking a shit the whole trailer. We all gonna get that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, bro. Like everybody know they getting this shit day one. That's why I was like, there ain't even no reason.
But when I found, like, you know, it's been confirmed. I mean, it probably been confirmed, but once I found out it was a prequel, it was like, I don't know, man.
Where would they go with like an actual sequel to Red Dead though?
That's for them to figure out. That's what the fuck.
That's a very hard thing.
I was a writer. I would put the story together my goddamn self.
They painted themselves in the corner with the last.
They're supposed to lead
really
me.
did.
I ain't supposed to lead them.
Redemption.
There's always Jack Marston.
No. The time frame when the ending of Red Dead Redemption. This ain't no spoiler, but if you think it is, you might want to mute yourself. The ending of Red Dead was pretty much when there was getting rid of like the Wild West, like cowboys and all that. Yeah, so it was pretty much settling down, you know, society. So
people were expanding. The gold rush was happening. People were moving out west. Like it was going to become more. Like you could do something where it's like, how does John Marston's son react to that, and then try to keep that going, right, and then get phased out. But this is a good little idea. I don't know if it should have been called Red Dead 2 though. I
mean, yeah, that's another thing because it is free.
I think it's called Red Dead 2 is like they're gonna use the same storyline. That's why.
But somebody did bring up a good point.
Red Dead Revolver was a different storyline.
A lot of people didn't play Red Dead Redemption, so I mean, the fact that this is a prequel, you really, how some people, like me personally, if I never played Red Dead, I probably wouldn't want to play Red Dead Redemption 2. But like, you don't need to know the story because it's like a prequel. You know what I mean? So that's another thing.
Being that it's a prequel, you might want to play Red Dead 2 first, anyway.
But Redemption,
you want to play it in chronological order.
Yeah, facts.
But you know what? I wouldn't play Metal Gear Solid in chronological order.
No, I wouldn't either.
You know what I mean? Like to me, it would make sense to play it in release order.
What is Smooth doing right now? Smooth as you.
Yes. My bad. I'm driving.
You got a real crazy background.
Yeah, please drive safe. Just like I wouldn't play the the Soul Reaver series. I wouldn't play that in chronological order. I played it in release order. Like the Legacy of Kain stuff.
I mean, like I said, we all looking forward to it. All I say, the trailer was dry.
If anybody that thought Red Dead was going to be on the same level as GTA 5, you can knock that off right now.
Online might be more fun though, man.
man, getting like a
What?
gang
That online,
together.
Rockstar Online is ruined forever. What you talking about?
Are you talking about the microtransactions?
Yeah,
What they gonna have on fucking the horse and buggy card on fucking?
Yeah, they did it in the last one.
Yeah.
They not going back. They making too much.
About horse and all that DLC transact.
Hey, them DLC horses lit though.
See, look, he said
I
they
ain't gonna lie, I had one of them joints, dog. That's so lit.
The thing with this trailer is I watched it once, whereas like trailers for Grand Theft Auto 5 I'd watch 5 or 10 times, or even like Max Payne 3. That's how underwhelming I thought this trailer was. It was like, okay, one time was enough. I don't know. I'm not feeling the main character.
Nope.
And
Man, we waited 11 months for that goddamn trailer, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, do y'all think it would have been better if they like added like a song or something?
The next
I think
trailer will
people would like it
probably be they'll probably do that gameplay series like where they used to do in the next game, like kind of like with the woman voiceover or whatever, and then they'll get into it. I don't know. I can't wait to play it, but
because like the very first trailer, right? And like you said, that was 11 months. So you would think between the first trailer and 11 months, we would get something more than a minute and 30 seconds.
Maybe that's what the problem was too. It's just the length of time for that trailer.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I wish they stopped lying about their release date too. Like,
And they teased it too. I'm like, why are you teasing me for a minute and 30-second trailer? Like, it's come on, fam.
Spring.
I think the other parts of that are starting to show like what could be the problem. The length of time for the trailer, the teasing of the trailer, and you're like, you tease me for this long, and I only get a minute and a half, and you don't really tell me anything. You just kind of like show me a few bits and pieces.
So y'all don't think this game coming out to the end of next year? Is what y'all saying?
at least.
It ain't coming out spring 2018.
I don't think it's spring either.
It ain't coming out in the summertime.
That shit ain't nowhere near ready. That's why they ain't showing you much.
They got like a pattern that they follow, even with the trailer. Yeah, it's like the same trailer, same time as GTA 5, right? Spring of 2013 and 15.
Finish the game in spring, but they're not gonna go back and do the cleanup. They're not gonna be done with all of that. The cleanup and the optimization in spring. They're absolutely not.
They got to be playing through that. You don't think they is already?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm good.
I know one thing. If I'm bucking horses in the beginning, I might put that bitch down.
Oh, you definitely last on horses and all that. They showed you that in the trailer.
Oh, man.
I really hope it doesn't launch broken. That would be a travesty.
Oh, no, that ain't going to happen.
Nah, Rockstar don't launch broken.
I mean, wasn't GTA Online broken the first?
Yeah,
it wasn't broken. It was too many people trying to
get not even launch with the game when the game launched.
Wait a minute,
wait for that.
That shit did delete 8 of my characters though, so yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it was definitely down.
Yeah.
Right.
I want Grand Theft Auto 6.
Already?
Yes.
Oh, it's been like what, 5 years?
I mean, already. It's been 4 years since Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
5.
that's.
The thing is, I just see it on
wait for
PC and Steam so often that everybody's still playing it.
And they're like, we're not going to get 6 until like 2020 or.
Yeah, they said the earliest is
It's
2019. They said the earliest.
I mean, like Red Dead Redemption's good, but give me Grand Theft Auto, man.
It'll be on PS5.
Yeah.
It'll release the last year of the PS4. It'll come out for Xbox One and PS4, and then they'll remaster it for PS5 and Xbox One. And
everybody gonna buy it twice too.
You know, Rockstar, the king of double dipping. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I think Capcom beat them when it comes to that, right? So there's actually a list.
Nah, but Rockstar actually want you actually want to double dip with Rockstar.
Yeah, so someone made a rank list of Resident Evil games by the number of ports they have, right?
Yeah, damn.
So I'm gonna go down the list. Let me try to put it on the screen. And you already know what number 1 is based on number of ports. Y'all can already guess what that is.
So it got to be 4, right?
Yeah. So Umbrella Chronicles and the Dark Side Chronicles, those are on 2 platforms. I'm not gonna go through all of them. But Survivor and Survivor 2, Code Veronica, and all that those were on like 4 platforms. Operation Raccoon City, those are on 3. Resident Evil 6, I'm skipping some, and 5. Those were on 5 platforms. And skipping all the way to the bottom to not go through all this shit. Resident Evil 4 is on 12 platforms. GameCube, PS2, PS3, PS4, Windows, Nintendo Wii, iOS, 360, Xbox One, some shit called Zebo and AU, and Android.
I still have never played the game, bro. That's crazy.
They have
You never played Resident Evil 4?
Nope. My cousin had it on GameCube too. I never played it. Nope.
Why you don't buy it on PS4?
You need to clean out that inbox, PG.
Man, that shit too old now, bro. I don't even want to play this shit.
I do. Yeah,
I want to get them remastered for Windows and then play them again.
I've actually watched people do like full playthroughs too. Like I don't watch BG play it. I don't watch a couple of YouTubers play it. I've pretty much seen the game. So
I played the game on 8 out of 12 of those platforms. By the way, yeah. They got.
You can get the Zebo version yet?
Nah.
That's the ultimate version.
I might have
Yeah, don't worry.
AU and Zebo.
That game ain't even that good to be playing that shit on all them platforms.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I beat the shit on the 7-inch portable DVD player, so.
Damn.
Did you really?
I might gotta play it again.
Yo.
All right, well, let's talk about Fortnite. So, Fortnite, we know, is the shameless copy with building of PUBG by Epic Games. It's on consoles. It's on PC also. Came out this week. It made it to 1 million concurrent players real quick. Bluehole Games not exactly excited about it, but people are, loving the game. What are y'all thoughts on it?
I just downloaded it.
Very frustrating game.
I haven't played it yet.
Could be annoying at times. I don't know. It's cool.
It looks easy though.
I probably try it tonight.
It's much more casual and easier. I've already won 3 games. I won 4 games total. I won 2 games just today, like right before this podcast, right? And the game only been out like a week. I've only won. So in a week, I won 4 Fortnite games. I've been playing PUBG for like a month and a half, 2 months. I've only won 3 games in those 2 months. So that games is way more. You don't got to worry. There's armor, but there's not levels of armor. You don't got to worry about like levels of armor, no vehicles, no weapon attachments. There's just color-coded weapons. It's way easier.
I feel like it might be the stepping stone to PUBG.
Yeah.
How was the shooting though? Like, is the shooting good or no?
They're actually said they're gonna patch the accuracy because some of the guns are like crazy inaccurate.
Yeah, not accurate at all.
Man, come on,
like
bro.
the scope weapons. There's like a scope rifle is really accurate, but you have like it's like a M16 in the game, and it's like you can't even hit nobody with it. You got to be literally like right up on somebody to
they did that on purpose. They probably did that to make it more easy.
Even the sniper rifles and like the bullet time, the bullet travel, it takes a long fucking time. Like when you're trying to snipe somebody that's really far away, it's it's so unrealistic how long the bullet takes to get to the person across. So and people are having a hard time like timing it. You know how in most shooters, you got to put your aim, like if the person's running, you got to put it like maybe a few centimeters in front. It's hard to fucking gauge it in this game. The bullet takes forever to get there. But I mean, it's fun. I mean, I think it's a decent alternative to PUBG these days. I feel like getting on PUBG these days. I feel like getting on Fortnite. I think overall PUBG is the game I like more.
I'm more interested in the drama that's going on between the two companies, to be honest with you. That seems way more interesting, like corporate espionage, because that's kind of what Bluehole's accusing Epic of in a roundabout.
Oh wow.
Well, they have that engine that Epic is running on, but then at the same time, like, I don't know how that would. I mean, it's a game mode. You don't own a game mode, right?
No, but they said they don't have an issue with people copying the game mode. They have an issue with Epic doing it because they work directly with Epic to improve Unreal Engine to have 100 people be able to play the game. So I think they feel that Epic used like Bluehole's work to refine the code to make their own game, and their own game. I think that's the issue they have with that mode, and it's going to undercut them on consoles because now it's
is that illegal though? Or?
I mean, that's why they haven't really said like it's like corporate espionage, but that's why they're upset about it. You can tell, and they're talking about bringing it to the PS4 already. Because I think they feel like their plans got disrupted. Like they were so far ahead of the market.
It ain't nothing they can do about it.
With Epic owning that engine though, and them licensing it, I mean,
it makes it awkward.
Yeah. No, I mean the thing is like I think they had to turn their timetable up because I think they felt that there wouldn't be a battle royale game on consoles for a while because the fad just kind of started. But with Fortnite like doing this so quickly, it probably changed all their plans. Even though Ghost Recon's going to add a PUBG mode eventually, and I'm sure all the AAA developers will do it. But
every game's going to have a PUBG.
Hey, that's good for the gamers.
Yeah. So I know I saw a lot of Xbox fans upset about like, oh well, you know, they're talking to Sony, and it's like it was always coming to PlayStation. I don't know why anybody thought it wasn't. You know.
Well, weren't they saying that Microsoft was going to publish it on the Xbox?
Well, Microsoft is publishing the
can,
Xbox version, but
I think that maybe where like a lot of the hairy stuff came, where like, okay, now you're publishing it, so that means do you have like rights to it now? Like, are you going to lock it up?
You only have
like,
rights to the Xbox version.
Yeah.
Right, but that could be anything, really. I mean, publishing right now is just sleazeball fest that it could really, when you say they're publishing it, it could be anything.
Well, Microsoft.
Yeah, but they can possibly alter their version of their game, like with something.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
There's talk that they're going to use the water physics of Sea of Thieves in the Xbox version of PUBG or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and Bluehole's really not even making the Xbox version. Like, Microsoft is making it. Microsoft sent a team of engineers to basically make that copy or make that version.
That to me looks, it's everybody's fingers are in the pie, and it's just going to be a big mess.
Well, yeah, I mean, what is it, 13 million sold in 6 months? Everybody wants a cut of that, right?
Yeah.
You know? If you could be the first console game for, you know, the big battle royale, that could potentially mean a lot of money.
And Fortnite, that thing is free. They only do that to get some hype on their initial game because their initial game's trash.
No, they got microtransactions with that shit too, though. You could buy.
We would never be talking about Fortnite if it wasn't for the battle royale.
That's facts.
That's exactly.
Or even for this whole litigation thing going on between the two companies.
I mean, like I said before, I don't think Bluehole is mad that they made a battle royale mode. I think they're mad, like Rand said, that they beat them to consoles. Like, because the existence of this game was known for a while before it came out, and they didn't say nothing, right? But I think it's like when they announced that release date, it's like, hold the fuck up, like y'all beating us to console, like we not finna let that fly. I think that's what they really.
Well, they better hurry up then.
Yeah.
Gaming industry a dirty world, man.
And then that might screw over, I guess, some Xbox fans may feel like, well, you don't really got like all the exclusive time to play this game because now they're gonna rush it to get to PS4.
Why should they even care? As long as y'all get the game.
Time.
I'm mad we didn't have it exclusive long enough. What the fuck?
Exclusive
Play
time.
the fucking game.
Now, to some people, though, it's not about the game; it's about bragging rights.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, we already know these fucking corporate cocksuckers and how they act, but stupid.
Anything for marketing.
Okay. All right. So, PS Plus games this month. I don't got the complete list. I just know.
I don't know how Xbox falling off. I don't know what happened.
They're solid. Yeah. What's the games of gold this month?
Gone Home,
Trash.
Gone Home, and the Turing Test, and Medal of Honor Airborne, and Rayman 3 on the 360.
I mean, and Metal Gear Solid 5 is for a free game. It's a good pickup, but I didn't like Metal Gear Solid.
I mean, it's an unfinished game. But,
yeah, we know that now. Like I said, Metal Gear
it's still
Solid.
worth playing though.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is the best game for like the first 40 hours, and it turns into trash after that.
Yeah, once you get to episode 2, it's trash.
For 40 hours, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
The first half of it is great.
I mean, yeah, that's a good game to get on Plus. I mean, I ain't never played it.
Prepare for a long ass intro.
Smooth's gonna like it because that's too easy. 1,000 gamer score completion. Smooth. You can add that to your list of games.
Oh, there you go, Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, did you
I've
got
been slacking off
to
this
did you
month.
got to beat it to get to 1,000?
Yeah. You got to beat both Gone Home,
Ain't
man.
nothing happening.
Why not?
Go home like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 45 minutes to an
Oh,
hour.
you was talking about that. I thought you was talking about Metal Gear Solid.
Oh no,
No, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
You know what? It's better to not
Come
even
on,
play
man.
Gone Home.
Hey, see, here's the thing. I don't have like the games like Metal Gear just bore the shit out of me. It's just like I don't like those games for some reason. Man. It's not that, and I don't find anything difficult about it.
You don't like shit longer than 2 hours. We already.
But you don't like stealth games, or you don't like what you don't like?
It's a combination of both. I'm not a big fan of stealthy games like that. I don't mind stealth mechanics. I can do a mission or two where I go, but I like to go out guns blazing. I like stealth as an option, not as a requirement.
You go gun blazing in Metal Gear.
Yeah.
But don't your rank get like all jacked up?
Yeah,
like,
you ain't gonna get no good
mission.
rank.
Yeah, that's the thing.
About that type stuff anyway.
Well, if it's the game is just like, well, I'm gonna go through all the games and I'm gonna like have like a low grade every time because I decided just to shoot everybody and call it a day. So.
Yeah, but doesn't that get boring for you?
What get boring? Like shooting
Just
people?
shoot everybody and just like not like the whole fun of like a stealth game is to like go and have like that tension, right? Of like
yeah, that's why I don't play stealth games a lot. So.
When you played Uncharted 4, did you stealth through the areas or did you automatically like try to kill people?
Nah.
I've I tried stealthing and that didn't turn out too well. So
Yeah, went left.
I'm gonna be real. Like
I stealthed every area that I could because that stuff was fun.
when I
At least
played
to me it
Uncharted,
is.
I stealth to take out like maybe 4 enemies max. I'm like, because that gives you a little bit of it. I stealth take out 4 enemies and I start shooting everybody.
I play better when I don't stealth it. Because once you get discovered, dog, everybody's just gonna start shooting the fuck out of you. You probably gonna be in a real bad,
dumbass area, right?
Yeah, you gonna be in the middle of some fucking tall grass. They go like Russia just start shooting these dudes.
It's just smooth. If I was you, I wouldn't even play like the old Splinter Cell games. Those games will just
I wasn't looking for no dance. That's why I was interested. I was interested in the newer Splinter Cells when they kind of like sped shit up.
See, that's funny.
You didn't play the last two? You didn't play the last 2 Splinter Cells?
The last 2 Splinter Cells, I did not.
Wow. Okay.
Nah, you can skip Conviction, but you got to play Blacklist.
No, Conviction was lit.
Conviction's really good.
I like it.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Conviction was better
That's
than
one of my
Blacklist.
favorite games from my generation.
I thought Conviction was
Way
really
better
good.
than me.
The fact that Ironside is not
The shit. That's why I said the last 2 because Blacklist was good, but Conviction was great.
Nah, fam. You think Conviction was better than Blacklist?
Yeah.
Nah, fam.
Ain't that what everybody said though?
I like Conviction better than
also
Blacklist.
because you don't have Michael Ironside in Blacklist. And
I like Conviction
makes-
better than Blacklist.
No way. Blacklist all day.
Smooth. How much do you wish you were Canadian right now? By the way,
Hell,
Yo, why would I wish I was Canadian?
because Xbox is giving the five people who increase their gamer score the most the next month the free Xbox One X.
Oh, I know that was Canada only.
Damn.
Yeah.
Kofi about to jump on that.
Yeah, Kofi better get Xbox Live. Like,
Hold on, what you got to do?
So they have this promotion running for Xbox Canada, and the 5 people who increase their gamer score the most from like September 27th to October 27th, they're giving each one of those people a free Xbox One X.
Wow.
It's gonna be some kid. Yeah, a grown up ain't got no chance.
damn, Cognito could have done that shit. If
now
he
you
did
say
that,
you
like,
save them all the
last
easy gamer
month.
score joints.
Yeah,
You ain't got
got
no, a grown up ain't got no chance of doing that, dog.
Yeah.
Man. Every time we talk about Lawbreakers, it's never something good. Reportedly, they dropped down to like 19 players at one point.
God damn!
It's real bad.
So everybody play the game pretty much on a first name basis.
That was on PC.
Yeah.
It's free to play right now.
That was on
Yeah,
PC.
I
That was on
actually like
PS4. What is it on PS4?
Oh, you mean the player count?
Maybe less?
That 19 was
No,
PC.
it's more people on PS4. Play.
No, the 19 was on Steam. That was Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. The PS4 probably got maybe 1,000, thousands, maybe 100. I don't know. But
It got at least 100, I know. But
at least 1,000. I got it.
yeah, something like that.
More than 20.
God.
That joint about as dead as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
It's such a and the thing is like
people drop
when you
dead.
really got to like dig into that game, it was I thought the mechanics were great. The thing is there's so many things wrong with that game too.
Hey man,
Like, just-
I need to go make Cliffy B feel better. Go play that free game, man.
No, we alright.
They
It's free
decided
this
to
weekend.
launch their free weekend on the same weekend as the Call of Duty World War II open beta. So
Yeah, like
Oh my god!
But at the same time though, like PC and Call of Duty don't really match well together either. So
yeah, but
That's
when I
true,
looked,
too.
it was like 80,000 people playing Call of Duty World War II and 1,000 people playing Lawbreakers. So
Yeah.
it's,
That's better than 20. So.
that's better than 20. Yeah.
I mean, some of the people might buy the game, man. You never know.
I think more people
What
still play
a-
KD too.
what a abject failure for that game,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
You know the layoffs coming, right?
Rand,
you know
it.
Oh yeah.
Does it make you feel good that Cliffy B is failing, Rand?
No, dude. I don't want him to fail. I want him to. I don't want anything to fail. I'm kind of sad. The game's good. It's just kind of generic. I mean,
if it was good, you'd be playing it.
I did play. I have it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I have it on PlayStation as well.
I just don't have anybody to play it with. And
You playing on PlayStation?
Yeah. The thing is, I went in there thinking everybody going to buy the shit, and that's why I tweeted out I was like, oh, when Weapon Wheel doing the Lawbreakers stream.
The fuck?
Go host that game, Nice Move. Go host it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll host it. If you
gonna have to. Anybody else got the game, man?
You play that game, Cliffy might invite you to his house. Like
one of the few 20.
Oh shit.
Go host the game.
The game should have been free to play first of all, and then they went to $30, and then it's going to go to free to play. It's going to.
Should have been on Xbox.
That too, yeah. It should have been on every single platform that it can be on, to be honest.
Well, they ain't had a team to put it on all the platforms.
Do you think if it would have came to Xbox, it would have actually changed the
No, it wouldn't have changed.
Nah, but it wouldn't have been.
It would have sold a few more units, I think.
You know what I'm saying? It still would have flopped on PC though, right?
Yeah, it still would have been a
flop,
flop. Yeah, it still would have flopped
The
regardless.
tutorials are really bad because it doesn't show you what you do. It takes you to like a YouTube video. and then you watch it there, and then someone explains it, and you're done. They don't really explain the point of blind firing behind you to move through zero gravity so you can move faster. They don't explain a lot of the concepts.
I'm trying to figure out why do kids smooth think a tutorial is so funny, because that's something shit you need.
No, the tutorial doesn't show you what to do in the
it.
game, Heartache. It just shows a YouTube video.
It's usually a YouTube video.
Man,
That's the thing.
You know what's crazy? I just found out about that last week. Like, I thought the firing behind you was literally just cover your back. I didn't know. I literally just found out last week it helps you move better through zero gravity.
Yeah, the thing is that game has such really good mechanics that like show from like Quake 1 or Quake 3 and Unreal Tournament that you could really dig into and get really good at. They do a horrible job explaining to you how those mechanics work or explaining to you why you need to use those mechanics when you're in those specific areas in the map.
And I played both of the betas, and I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
I know. And I think I was yelling at you on stream, like fire behind you, but you had so many people chatting at you that.
Nothing telling me that, like nothing like even like mentioned that. Like
right.
I knew it existed,
but
I didn't know. I just thought it was just firing behind you to kill.
And you were like, "This is a very dumb thing. Why would you ever fire behind yourself?"
Yeah, like for no reason.
Exactly. Like, and so the whole idea is when you get into 0G gravity zone, you can like propel yourself up and forward or to the side or whatever movement you need to do. That's why everybody was moving around faster than you were. And it makes a really bad impression on you as a player because you're like, everyone's killing me. Everyone's faster than me. Why? And then you're like, this is not fun because I'm now slower moving in this zone and I don't understand why this is happening. So they did a really bad job at like conveying information to you as a player. Right. That's really what their biggest problem was. And also being $30 and having characters that no one really cares about. Because like I said on Thursday, in the Press Start podcast, shameless plug, at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can actually go ahead and, like, the whole idea is being able to move through those zones, and there's small, like, little orbs that have gravity on them as well. And you can move across the map in, like, half a second.
Hey, listen, Alex, ain't nobody playing the game, so we ain't want to hear about it. Like, could you let us move on, please? Nah, we don't care.
But it could have been a great game. It could have been a popular.
Nah, fam, we ready to move on. We're not playing it, so why we want to hear about it? I'm saying
it's still a good game.
This ain't Press Start. That's why nobody watch that shit now. Please.
Hey, Press Start lit though.
That shit ain't
Press Start's lit though.
Anyway, move on. Like, we don't care about long
8 p.m. Eastern.
It's 19 people playing the shit. We don't care. Thank you.
Damn.
Jeez.
We wish Lawbreakers the best.
That's all we can say.
That's like the RIP. Okay.
Do you think it really would have helped it if it came out on Xbox? Like it would have been a success? Is that what you think?
I just think it just wouldn't have looked as bad.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have hurt. It wouldn't have hurt.
Yeah.
What?
Cliffy wouldn't have his foot in his mouth right now. At least
that's the thing. That's what I meant. Like, look at that perception wise. It's not like, oh, Xbox they would have sold millions. They just said he wouldn't have. Like Cliffy B probably feeling kind of stupid right now.
Yeah, he definitely. Hey man, listen, man. I'm sure they'll still take him back at Epic Games. Go right back over there, fam.
Damn.
Go back to the drawing board. You win something, you lose something, man.
You about to go work on Fortnite Battle Royale with you,
fam. Ain't nobody gonna make fun of you for going back.
All right, he can always add the Battle Royale mode to the game.
There you go.
Bring some people on. Hey.
All right, so the Nintendo now they restricting live streams for anybody in the Nintendo Creators Program, whether monetized or unmonetized on YouTube. As far as like live streaming anywhere else, they got no control over that, according to my understanding. But they pretty much telling you like, yo, you signed this contract, you can't get no money from live streaming, you can't even live streaming, you belong to us.
Oof. What is the logical explanation behind this? Like,
people blaming PewDiePie.
Nah. That's Nintendo.
Nintendo been fucked. Nintendo been on that fuck shit.
You know what it is? They probably know that people get like super chat and sponsorships. If they can't get none of that money, you can't get none of that money. That's pretty much what they're saying right now. Like, hey, bro.
Does it affect anything on Twitch though?
No. Twitch ain't got to do with it.
So then Twitch is still the best place to stream games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nintendo games, absolutely.
So nothing changes.
Nintendo might start dipping over there too. Keep playing with them.
Yeah, but it's a live stream. They can't touch you and the thing is they don't really like the ad revenue that you make isn't a part of that. They can take the bits.
No, they can. Remember, anytime you play one of the games, they can stop you from broadcasting it, streaming it, anything like that.
Yeah, but that's on YouTube.
Well, they would have to go to Twitch and say
no.
They would have to go to Twitch and be like, we don't want any of our games streamed on your platform.
It wasn't Atlas stopping people from streaming Persona 5?
No. They don't even have to do that. They could just put a cease and desist on any of their games being broadcast. Period.
They could, yeah.
That's fucking what's wrong with Nintendo?
Nintendo be like, I want Red's money.
Like, why are they doing that, bro? Like,
they could make you pay a fee to do that. They could do all that kind of shit.
They could go to Twitch and tell them that, because Twitch does that. You know, they'll tell you like this game is not allowed to be broadcasted. So
right.
They could go to Twitch and tell them that.
So somebody can just put like the whole. I mean. So it won't be in their database, but I'm sure somebody in like a talk show stream will just be like, "I'm going to play Mario Odyssey." Fuck off! Like they don't care.
Do Nintendo realize that the people that are using streaming their games are actually fans of the content and want to promote their games for free?
Nintendo don't care.
All right.
They've been fucked up. They've been fucked up since the 80s when they was fucking putting strangleholds on developers back then.
Nintendo pretty much in a nutshell, they don't want.
If you want to work with us, you better not release the game on no other console.
Yeah, they don't want their shit online. Like really, that's pretty much what it is. Just play it in your house. Crazy, they want to just like, play our shit in your house. Don't take it.
It's free publicity though. Like,
how is that
bad?
It's a very Japanese way of looking at things. Like they want to have a lot of control over their products.
Yeah, pretty much full control.
Yeah, and how it's displayed. They don't want any of their products displayed.
They want to control them
correctly. I mean, because some people were blaming PewDiePie because it's like, okay, well, what if somebody famous was playing Mario Odyssey and just started doing a whole bunch of Nazi salutes? Like Nintendo.
What if? Like that could be with any game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like
a bunch of what ifs.
I like to blame. Like we love to blame PewDiePie for shit, but he ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Like that's just Nintendo being silly, bro. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's why Nintendo wants control of how everything that is associated with them is displayed.
Yeah, I can see that. That's crazy though. They got to get up on it.
Nintendo sucked the fun out of playing their shit though.
If you're a content creator, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true, man.
I mean, Angry Joe had to do like crazy stuff to his Zelda video, his review, to like make sure it wasn't claimed by Nintendo. And then not only that, but it was claimed by USA Nintendo and Japan Nintendo at the same time. It doesn't make any sense.
I think the I guess the loophole is if you're not in the Nintendo Creators Program, you can live stream, I think, but you still can't make no money out of it. So regardless, you ain't making no money.
So if you got a channel partner through Nintendo on YouTube, if you want to live stream their games, you have to make a secondary channel and make sure that one's not monetized to live stream. You know what, bro?
Yeah, that's just a waste of fucking time.
That's silly,
and you still might get a strike from them for doing that.
Oh yeah, you definitely get a strike. You gonna get a strike because you're not in the creators program.
Exactly. So either way, you gonna get fried.
So people are saying in the chat that Sony is Japanese as well. They are, but the thing is, a lot of the heads of Sony don't really have that Japanese mentality like Nintendo does. There's a very big difference. They're both Japanese companies, but Sony's ideology and the way they think is not Japanese. It's very Western.
They have PlayStation headquarters in California. They don't have any Nintendo. Like the Nintendo headquarters still in Japan, bro. Like Sony's Americanized.
No, Nintendo's U.S. headquarters is right next to Microsoft's.
Yeah, they got one in Washington, but I'm saying though, Sony, like, if you look at the heads of Sony, like Shuhei and all them dudes speak like fluent English.
Nah, the Japan ain't feeding Sony no more. So they don't give a shit about that cultured bullshit. Like
cultured.
I mean, you very right. When we think about Sony, we know it's a Japanese company, but we don't. That's not how we look at them, very much though.
Yeah, and that's not how they like present themselves either.
Right. Well,
they headquarters in California. Right
yeah, yeah. And Nintendo's Japan to the core. I mean, everybody that worked for them is short as hell, but.
Whoa, so that sounded kind of racist.
Yeah,
that's not racist.
That sounded kind of racist. What you doing?
Oh my God, that's
like, no, you're not as tall as I am.
That is definitely borderline. That is definitely borderline. Stereotypical shit.
So it's like, oh, you can't be as tall as I am. You're Japanese.
I mean, listen, man. Listen, just take your Switch to the park and get everybody to gather around. They can watch you play that.
Yo, that's what they want. That's exactly what they want.
Gather up.
The marshmallows. Take a seat. That's exactly what they want.
Gather up.
All right, so.
Smooth, how tall is you, Smooth?
Just about to ask Smooth ain't that tall either, bro.
Everybody's asking us to
Smooth might be the shortest dude in this podcast right now.
Yeah, he might be actually.
I real talk, I probably am, but I'm like,
how tall are you?
I'm average. I think I'm 5'10", maybe 5'10".
Enough. You're 5. That's enough. You're the short.
Ah, shit. How tall are you, BG?
I'm 6'1".
I think I'm probably a little bit taller.
He said, "Oh."
Damn. My fucking eyes is burning. What the fuck?
You drink more coffee again?
Nah, dude. I started fucking laughing and tears came out of my eyes. That shit burned.
Tears full of salt. That's what happened.
Yeah.
My tears don't burn.
The fuck?
But anyway, I think you might. I think you might be in trouble for something else you said, Smooth. I don't know.
Whoa! What I say?
I don't keep up. Someone was telling me with the report of like I think it was what was that website? WC Tech.
Yeah.
They were saying the PC version of the Xbox One version of Assassin's Creed Origins currently is better.
Yeah.
PC version or something.
What the hell that have to do with me though? No, I don't work for WFC Tech. Like, what the?
You gotta answer for your sins, man.
You said something crazy. I know.
Nah, I didn't say anything. I retweeted it. I retweeted the headline. Like,
You think that's gonna be the case when it actually releases, Smooth?
that don't have nothing to do with. I didn't say anything about it. I retweeted an article. That's it. Like, I didn't say nothing about it. I didn't make a video on it. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, you knew to stay safe out of that one.
Nah, his tweet definitely got screenshotted.
Yeah, I hope it did, so people can feel stupid. Like, this would take me to court if I retweet something, or if I just say LOL. It's all like fucking.
Well, usually if you tweet something, that kind of shows that you agree with it.
What?
Like, it's like you promoting that, like you believe it or some shit.
Nah, when I retweet things, it's for if I want somebody else just to see it, what's being said. Sometimes I'll subtweet with a comment. Sometimes I'll just retweet it to see whatever other people's thoughts are.
Subtweet. That's like just at the people you're tweeting at.
That's called sneak dissing, in other words.
No, subtweeting, like meaning like or maybe I'm saying it wrong. Like quote tweeting.
Okay. I'm like subtweet. Ew, don't do that.
Subtweeting is sneak dissing.
Yeah, it's like talking about somebody without adding them.
Yeah.
Like I act you gaming all the time. It doesn't matter to me.
Smooth, do you think the PC version of Assassin's Creed will run worse than the X version when it launches, or do you think this is?
Well, depending on what PC who's playing that shit on. Do I think? I don't think so. I mean, but however, how does Assassin's Creed perform on PC? Like,
pretty shitty.
I mean, Unity was trash, wasn't it?
But that was trash everywhere.
Unity was trash everywhere.
Yeah.
Ubisoft's platform that they're using.
Syndicate ran great on PC.
I think it says more about the PC version right now than it does Xbox One X. It's just like, okay, they must be having some major problems with the PC version if it's running sub 30 frames.
They'll have
they haven't they had Assassin's Creed games come out like 2 weeks later for PC?
Yeah,
longer than that sometimes.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying they usually do have problems with the PC ports.
I'm worried. I'm absolutely worried about that Origin PC version. Absolutely. I feel like
Oh, y'all messing with that?
I feel like we might have another situation with that, man.
Yeah, I'm getting it, but I ain't gonna front. He just said it. Like everybody knows the PC version, you always gotta wait.
Oh, wait a minute, Jim. You getting on a PC over the X though? What's going on?
Nah, fam, that's gonna be an X, baby. X,
Okay.
baby.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, we back, baby.
I'm definitely gonna get it day one on PC, but I'm gonna make sure I stay under the 3-hour limit because I feel like
you gonna flip that joint.
Are
you dropping this joint day one? All right.
Go ahead. Wait, that's an Origin game though, right? Or you refunding the Origin?
Why would you even do that? Just be a filthy pirate
and
just see if it runs, and then that way you can see.
Nah, they're not pirating that game. That game.
Did you say pirated? Then see if it runs. Nah,
they're not gonna pirate that game. They're not gonna be able to.
Oh, this man in here promoting pirating.
Whoa!
I'm not promoting it. I'm just showing you as an option. There is that ability.
No, that won't be an option.
Oh, okay. I see you. Well, BG,
you'll be so funny. They're not pirating that.
I never understand the people that do that though. Like you download a game, got the full game, then you're like, well, let me go buy it now. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I think that's a copy. Niggas ain't doing
it. Runs good, so I'm gonna go buy it. Like, niggas here, just play it. Like,
I didn't buy the whole game when Human Revolution came out for Deus Ex. I was very worried because that's one of my favorite franchises. So I was actually able to get my hands on the demo copy that the press got before they got to announce it and stuff like that, and that's why I bought the game.
I've done it before.
I've only pirated one game before, and it was just to try it, I just wanted to try out being a pirate real quick.
Honestly, bro, I'm either gonna pirate it or I'm gonna buy it. Either way, but I'm much lean towards buying it because I want to actually support it.
I did it with Hellblade.
The game I pirated was Deadpool, so it wasn't a big deal.
That's not a big deal.
It's like you steal a whole pizza, eat a slice, and oh, this is good. Let me go buy it now. And throw the whole pizza away.
Gonna do it.
Get out of here. I don't believe that shit.
But you only
I did it with Hellblade. I downloaded it.
I just said it's like you stole the whole pizza. You ate one slice.
Oh, okay.
And then got around the pizza and went and bought it.
But what if you got really drunk and then ordered another pizza?
Nah, fam.
I mean, this shit just sounds soft, dog. I'll be honest with you.
I just wanted to try. I wanted to see what the pirated version was like. I was like, let me see.
It's the same 1.0. It's usually they even have the day one patches pirated too. It's really wild.
I have never pirated a game.
I don't know, man. What's going on?
So my biggest thing is getting emulators to run on my PC, and I want to have my PC be the one place to play on my games. So I've been messing with the PS3 emulator right now.
I lied.
That's crazy.
I pirated DMC also, but I deleted it.
Damn, BG, what you doing?
It was only 2 games. That was it. It was DMC. That was the last one. I swear to God.
I mean, a crime is a crime, BG. I mean,
Listen, I deleted it afterwards.
You need to go purchase them games. Set a good example for the community.
For the gaming community.
For the community.
Everybody wants to know how everybody got Sony Vegas.
I don't have Sony Vegas. I got a free.
Ain't nobody saying they don't be stealing shit, but it's just I never stole no games though.
I need Sony Vegas.
I mean, if you're gonna steal it, just say you fucking stole it. Shit, I stole it.
Yeah, I mean, there's games that for me, I'm just you know what? I'm either just not gonna buy it at all or wait till a deep sale now. Before, I was yeah, I'll pirate it because you're younger and you're gonna do it anyways, right? But now it's I'll wait till a sale comes out. Steam sales are good enough for me.
Yo, I haven't bought a game from a Steam sale in I think 3 years. Not a lot.
There's diminishing returns on that because the thing is, you'll buy everything on your first Steam sale, and you'll be like, I'm done, and then never have to buy anything else again.
Yeah, I haven't done it in years, man. All right,
Mario Odyssey. Go ahead.
Mario Odyssey, 900p, 60 frames. Anybody care?
It's on handheld.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good.
All I care about is capturing people with my hat and giving them mustaches.
900p.
60 frames though. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Somebody caught Visions in a I think it was Tony, because Tony he be archiving everybody tweets or some shit.
Yeah.
And I think Vision said some shit below 1080p in 2017 is unacceptable, and then Visions fell in love with the fucking Switch, and now he defended.
Oh, you talking about the real Visions?
Oh man,
yeah.
Oh, Visions, got what you doing, fam?
Now
out here frauding.
Speaking of
Switch, it's over.
I love when Switch get caught fraud and backpedaling. I love when they get that shit happen.
Hey, Visions, man, they got you, fam. I seen the tweet, bro. You said it.
Yo, put that tweet up. Tony, put that tweet up so I can retweet that shit.
But didn't Tony get totally like "Whose Man Is This" by IGN the other day.
Oh, real shit? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So Tony posted something about like I think he was trolling or something. I'm not entirely sure what the statement was, but he was saying like the Switch is weaker than like the Wii U and like all these other consoles like the Xbox 360 and the PS3. People
you
got
talking
really...
about the other No, we talking about two different Tonys. You talking about Tony Polanco.
Okay, I'm talking about Tony. Okay.
You talking about you talking about we talking about your son Tony.
Yeah, we talking
Montana.
about
okay, Tony Montana. Okay.
Yeah, the one that don't know how to speak English.
Okay, the thing is, okay, Tony's he tries. He's a good kid. You know, as long as he brings home things, as long as his grades are higher than a C-, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he tries. You know, he's not the smartest. You know, not the brightest bulb in the box.
Definitely not.
But he tries, right? And I'll give him an A for effort.
He's gonna be on you after that.
We love you, Tony. We just want to see you do good, bro.
We're talking about no smoke, Tony.
The one that put a W but in every word he say, that Tony. All right.
He said a W.
You don't want no smoke.
That was no smoke, BJ.
Like I said,
So like you just watched a Mr. Bean marathon, that Tony.
Oh shit. Mr. Bean's really good though, so you can't.
Hey, Mr. Bean needs to be lit though. I ain't gonna lie.
That episode where he had to get the mattress on his car and he was driving his car, the mattress with the chair.
I did used to watch it, so I ain't gonna even lie to y'all.
Everybody was.
Y'all think GTA 5 ever gonna come to Switch?
Yeah, I think so. At some
This is a
point, I think
possibility,
so.
though.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
I don't think so.
Rockstar not hurting for money, so they can
Yeah, I don't think
They're not.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I think
they're gonna
they never
work
heard
it out. I don't know.
If they could have online with short cards, they might do it, but I don't think they would do all of that.
I think if LA Noire does well, I think it'll just probably show up as like a late port.
Would Rockstar even be the ones porting it though, or like would they get it to like a port house? That's the thing.
And if they could get them short cards on there, that should have be there though.
That shit.
They'll probably port over like Liberty City Stories or some shit like that.
That'd be funny.
No smoke.
Oh, that's coming out on PS4 too. PS2 Classic.
Oh, the 1070 Ti is a real thing, huh? Come out October 26th. Wow.
What's it going to be like? Is it going to be like a 1080 or is it going to be
in between? It's supposed to be in between. 1070.
That's a weird half step.
That is a weird step. That don't make no sense.
It's supposed to be right in between 1080 and
I would expect a 1060 Ti instead of a 1070 Ti.
Hold on, it's going to be between what?
They said it's supposed to be between, what is it, a 1060 and a 1080? It's supposed to be right in between.
That's a 1070.
1070?
That's what a 1070 is.
Like a 1070 and a 1080. It's supposed to be in between that.
That's what a 1070 is, you're saying, right?
No. He said between 1070 and 1080.
In between.
I mean, a fucking overclock 1070 will be in between.
Yeah.
That's what they said this is.
That doesn't make any sense.
I guess I need to go Google it then.
BG, you got a new rig, did it, BG?
I'm doing it right now. Let me see.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be in the same spot where it is now. Like,
no.
Yeah.
It should be near, I think, hopefully it should be near at least or a little bit above a 1080.
See, that's why I got the 1060 because I'm going to be
just... No, according to the press release, it's not going to be above a 1080.
That's what I said. It's in between. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to get the link.
I mean, it might be in between, but that's where a 1070 overclock.
That's what they said. I read that they said it was supposed to be in between. I'm thinking they talking about price though.
They about to sell motherfuckers a super clock 1070.
That's exactly what that
That's
is.
exactly what they're gonna do.
What that is.
But I mean, that's why
they're gonna buy it too if it's the right price.
Oh, you know what they want? They want to compete with the Vega 56. Yep.
Well, that's why, I got the 1060 because I'm like, wait till.
That's a great card, man.
Yeah, damn.
The 1066 gig is a great card.
Huh, for who?
For a lot of players. It's one of the most rated cards on Steam right now. That's what everybody's using.
Nah, fam.
Yeah.
Isn't it the cheapest?
Hard ain't a gold chain gamer, as Bond would say. So
Hardy, you gotta think about it.
He ain't fucking with that though.
You gotta.
Hardy ain't been on PC for a second. I don't think they can say that.
Because you gotta think about it, fam. Like, you realize the 1060 is like pretty much surpasses, because every year it's like what we think is acceptable, like it increases. But before, we were fine with like, the 780 is amazing, the 8, we didn't know 8 series, but like, and then 680 and all that shit every year, right? And we like brainwash ourselves into thinking these cards aren't good enough, and we do these unnecessary upgrades when it's like this shit is really fine.
Somebody said the 1060 is an underclocked 980 Ti. I mean 980,
which is still not bad. Like
I had a 980 in 2014, fam.
I didn't upgrade it until recently, and I had a 780 for that entire time frame.
I got the super clock 6 gig edition. So
you're gonna be fine with that. Like until you start hitting like 1440.
You got rid of a 980 Ti for a 1060?
I sold selling the whole PC. But
trying to sell it.
Shit must be broke.
This man got caught doing a two-step over with a drinking.
And here's the thing why it don't make much sense to really get like let's say a 1070 or even a 1080 over 1060 right now, right? Because we still not hitting 4K like that. Like we buy all these powerful cards and we still mainly just playing 1440p. It's like, what the fuck is the point?
No, but the thing is, your 1070 can hit a lot of games at 4K.
No, you're on a 1060. He said 1060.
Yeah, but even then, a 1060 can still do 4K games. It depends what resolution. No, I'm sorry, not the frame rate you're playing at, and also like what settings you're playing at. If you're playing at like MSAA, all the like maxed out and AA maxed out, of course you're gonna have frame issues. But at 4K, you don't really need anti-aliasing or MSAA. You're playing at such high resolution. You can cut a lot of that stuff out that you don't need that just takes up horsepower.
Yeah, I just want to be. We just not at the point I feel like yet, like where we can be at 4K 60 max.
Ti is a beast.
The Xbox One X. What you talking about?
Ti is a beast. You should have got a 1080 Ti.
The thing is, for me, 4K 144 is where I want to be. That's when I'll upgrade.
Right.
144.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
I would rather wait for frame rate because frame rate and input lag to me are the most important things to make sure that you have a high frame rate and a low amount of input lag, because that is direct impact to your gameplay and how you're playing.
And that's why till then I'm gonna just be playing games. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing games with a console dudes play it at 1080p or a little some at 1440p.
Yo, Alex, do you play on console?
I only have a PS3 right now. Everything else I've implemented on my PC.
You got a Switch, right?
And a Switch, yeah. I'm sorry.
No, because I'll be wondering when dudes be going for that high frame rate, how do you go back to console after you
don't?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that frame rate is spoiling.
It's not. I don't want to say it's spoiling. The biggest thing for me is just when you play with a mouse and keyboard or you play with a controller, a higher frame rate.
What resolution you playing at?
1080.
Yeah, because he's all about frame rates, and I'm like, if you go to 144 and go back to 60, that shit don't feel the same.
Like to me,
resolution 1440p 144.
They do, yeah, but I'm not going to spend that money. I'm fine with a 1080p monitor right now. When it goes 4K 144, then I'll go that way.
Wow, well, we see you in 2020 then.
That's okay. I'm an old man. I'll be here.
So what about 1440? Why you don't just go in the middle?
I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me, right? I'd rather have like the other bells and whistles on top of it at a higher frame rate.
Yeah, going halfway ain't worth it, man.
Yeah, that's why that doesn't make sense to me.
Yo, it's really
1440 is a nice jump over 1080p.
Yeah, it is. I gotta agree.
Just say that money funny. That's all. Like stop.
Wait, you said 1440 is
always making excuses.
I am saving. Look,
you want to get what you can get, man. Stop.
I am saving for a house, so I'm really not going to just start throwing money away, right?
No, but wait, we all fucked up, man. Just say that money funny.
But wait, did you say 1440p is a big jump over 1080?
It's a nice jump over 1080p. Absolutely.
It is a nice jump.
It's not worth it.
It's not. It's noticeable. Very noticeable.
It's definitely noticeable.
It's noticeable, but it's not worth it.
Nah, it's worth it.
And the 1060 can do 1440p in a lot of games. So
that 980 Ti you had could do 1440p.
Yeah, but it just
the other one ain't got water.
Nah, the other one took a shower, so he
the other one ain't got a
the other one took a bath, so he wanted to go ahead and downgrade.
Took a fucking Kool-Aid, get down. Yeah,
that shit took a fucking bath, so he wanted to downgrade.
But it's frame rate.
It's all right, man.
I mean, resolution is resolution, right? You're always going to get a better resolution monitor. It's input lag, it's latency, it's the delay, and it's frame rate. That's the most important thing. I mean, I also play Counter-Strike, so that's also a big thing for me too.
Oh yeah, yep. There you go.
So, like CS is, I mean, CS is like a big thing, and frame rate is king. Like I'm an old Quake 3 player too, so anything it's below 60 is to me is just unacceptable.
Yo, Alex, I don't know why I thought you just got into PC. I don't know why.
No,
Like,
I have my CPU is the same one Bond used to have, just the model above it.
Got a
2600K.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Ouch! What kind of graphics card you got?
A 1070.
Oh, okay. So
that shit is ancient though.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but you know what? That CPU is still.
That's what they tell themselves to feel better. No,
I played a game. Dude, I even did a Killing Floor test. I did Killing Floor 2 at max settings at 4K. I was getting.
Listen, I've been there, man. I've been there.
I ain't gonna lie. Alex do be saying shit, and I be wondering like, how much shit did you turn off?
I've been there to hype myself up, try to make me feel better about my inferior bullshit. I've been there, man. I know the feeling, dog.
What CPU you got now, Alex?
2600K i7.
Oh wow, okay. I respect
6
that.
years old, man. The thing is, I also had a 780 up until like 3 months ago.
Yo, just having my 47, I was starting to feel a little dated. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, but you were
got my
dated.
2600K in 2011.
But the question is, like, was that a necessity in an upgrade? Probably not.
Not because the difference isn't that large. It really
exactly. So, like, when I start bottlenecking on the CPU, then I'll upgrade. But right now, I'm not bottlenecking.
You already bottlenecking.
No, not at all.
Not with that 1070. You sure?
Absolutely, because I'm still getting like 300 frames a second in some games.
How many hertz you got? What games? Counter-Strike?
CSGO. Yeah, CSGO.
Come on, fam. Come on. Put a goddamn hamster on the wheel and get that.
In Witcher 3, I still get about like 90 frames per second at max resolution at not 4K, but at 1080 at max settings.
I'm about to say what?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I can do 4K 60 at high.
1080p max settings on Witcher.
Yeah. 90 FPS.
I don't know, man. You sound a little shaky right now.
Nope. 90 FPS.
I don't know. You must be turning some shit down.
Nope.
Oh shit.
That's how it rolls, man. Like CPU is important, sure, but you don't have to spend $2,000 or the infamous $12,000 on the PC to have good games or good visuals.
Oh man.
I fucked myself over with PC when I first came to PC. I was like, if I can't do max settings on everything, I might as well stay on consoles. That's how I always felt.
Kofi did too. I mean, the thing is, like, you could. That's a very like ideological way of thinking about things. Like, I want everything max settings, but even like Fallout 4 is a good example. That game still makes people hit below 60 FPS on 1080 because of the God ray issues. So it's not the best optimized game either. It's not, exactly. So you're gonna have a lot of issues with games where they're not optimized well, they're not playing well. So people asking me what kind of cooler I have. I have a Noctua cooler. That's why. It's a really good cooler.
I'm still afraid of air cooling. I still stay away from it.
But with that old ass 2600K,
it helps. Them coolers do help. They help.
Yeah,
you can blow on that 2600K and it'll be cool. That shit.
I mean, I haven't really seen a need to upgrade it just yet.
Fam. Nah. I mean, if you're only playing CS:GO, then yeah.
No, I'm playing everything else too. What else am I playing? It's like, what other game is graphically demanding? I mean, really, there hasn't really been anything that's really demanding besides Witcher 3. Like when you think about it, maybe Cyberpunk will be the next reason why I would upgrade the CPU, but that's a ways.
It really is white bond. Shit crazy.
I mean, you got. What about these other games that's coming out like Evil Within and Wolfenstein? How you think they might run?
Oh, they're gonna run fine. I'm not gonna have an issue with those games. They're gonna play on the Xbox One X. That'll be fine.
Shadow War and shit like that.
That'll be fine too.
Speaking of, we got like, more than 5 major games. But what y'all picking up in October?
South Park.
Everything except Gran Turismo Sport.
So you ain't getting no Wolfenstein or Evil Within? No,
I'm getting everything except for Gran Turismo.
I was talking to Jack. He just said something.
Evil Within 2 look really good, man. I just can't put myself through playing the first one though. If I could play that first one, bro, I will fuck with the second one. Bro.
Why you didn't play the first one?
That joint look trash, man.
So Jack, I actually did not. So I'm gonna get some hate. I didn't like Evil Within 1.
I can see some people not liking it.
I can see a lot of people not liking that shit.
I know like people actually like it. I just felt like the way that game was designed, it's very like, I think, me and BG were talking about it on Twitter a couple days ago.
You ain't gotta like that shit.
Yeah, Jack, without getting into too much details, I'll just say this. If you didn't play the first one, I think you definitely should play the second one.
Yeah, because here's the thing, right? I think I think they didn't really have a very large budget for the first Evil Within.
No, they didn't. You can tell.
I think they had to prove the game first because you can see the jump from Evil Within.
Yeah, I think you should definitely.
Yeah, that new one look way better, dog.
No, that, but like
Evil Within was also a last gen game. It was on 360.
and also like, like the pacing in Evil Within 1 is so weird. Like the way that game's designed, like the beginning of the game is sneaking missions, but with a really weird sneak mechanic, and then the rest of the game becomes an action game. Then it becomes like a survival horror game. Like the way it just moves and the way it's paced, it's a very odd game. It feels like nobody was really like looking at it. And they were just kind of like throwing it whatever like at a wall and just seeing what stuck.
Yeah, it was rough around the edges, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, but I think they cleaned that up in 2. That's what it looked like at least.
It was really long too. I felt like it was a game that was too long.
Why don't you just watch a Jack? Why don't you just watch like a playthrough of the first one and then just play the second one?
I don't know, man. We'll see. But like I said, I saw a little footage of the second one. It looked cool to me, but I don't know, man. That first one, dog.
Yeah. You know.
Y'all know how I am with these games, dog.
Right.
Pick up Mario. That's the game you're gonna buy that year.
Oh, that Mario gonna do numbers.
Mario's the one. Mario's game of the year.
Oh, that South Park coming out in 17 days too. Looking forward to that.
Well, we got. Let me just say this real quick. We got Shadow of War, Evil Within, and we got Assassin's Creed Origins. So those definitely 3 games that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, October.
This year is crazy.
Which one of them games y'all think gonna flop out of all those?
It might.
One or two of those games got to flop just by.
I don't know, man. I think they all gonna pop.
You think
Evil Within 2 probably.
I'm thinking
if I had to pick one, I think Evil Within 2.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too for some reason. Because there was some.
Don't they come out on October
13th? The 13th.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. Yeah.
I think Assassin's Creed is gonna flop.
I'm thinking that's
possible.
Real popular.
That was real popular.
It's possible.
Nah, not happening.
I feel like something is gonna happen where the game is just broken.
Nah,
that's what I'm thinking too.
They
took a year off too. They took a year off too.
Yeah, that's why I think it's going to be even worse if it actually. Oh, you know what? Shadow of War is going to be real bad. No one's going to buy that game, especially with loot box issues.
Well, Assassin's Creed Origins interest in the box office for the Xbox One version got 4K and HD on it, and the PlayStation 1 don't. So just wanted to say that real quick. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Do you think Gran Turismo continues to decline? Like, because the last one didn't do very well, and
the last one came out when everybody moved on to the PS4.
Yeah, the last one came out when the PS4 was out.
Yeah, that was already. Everybody moved on already.
Right, I know everyone moved on, but do you still think there's interest in the games? Because I don't really see much hype for it, but the racing genre is kind of.
Gran Turismo just don't fall off, fam.
It's gonna be over the year.
That's an overseas bank.
Yeah, the UK.
Forget about it.
Yeah. I don't know about America, but I know the UK going.
We don't even matter when it comes to that. Yeah,
that's a UK.
It's like FIFA. We're like what, and then but over there it's like huge.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but FIFA's like the second biggest sports game in the US now. It's like NBA and then FIFA. It's even bigger than Madden.
Yeah,
like
FIFA
right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, Turismo gonna sell okay over here, but they love that game over there, man.
That's a big game.
Yeah, they love.
Oh yeah, Wolfenstein. I didn't even say Wolfenstein. Damn, no, October's crazy.
Some people brought this up to me. Do y'all feel like they've been releasing way too many Shadow of War trailers?
Yep, too much content.
And it only like 2 or 3 of them. Like how many is it?
I ain't watching.
I feel like
every little thing there's a trailer for it.
That game look rough around the edges. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah,
the loot boxes look real bad in that game.
That joint look rough.
Yeah.
Nah, something about it actually. The graphics look like they didn't update them from the first one. I did notice that, and I was wondering why. I'm getting it regardless.
I mean, the first one looked real good though.
Well, the second
that was 2014.
The second one do look like a step back though.
It didn't look like they went any further though. I mean, I'm still getting it, but I got reserved. You know what I mean? Thoughts on if it's going to be better.
Maybe they didn't. Who knows?
I mean, with all the issues that they were having with like the pre-order bonus of their developer that died of cancer, and then all the proceeds not going to the family, the loot box issues, Jim Sterling just basically making them their bitch week after week with every single thing, him just calling them out all the time. Like, man, they better get on that ball and start doing some PR work.
They are doing shit with that game that it should not be in a single player game.
It shouldn't be in the game, period. Like, if I pay you $60, I don't want to pay more things inside the game.
Because I didn't pre-order it for PC because there's 3 versions, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is retarded, man.
I'm getting that shit day one.
At least Shadow of War comes out first. Because if like Shadow War was the end of the month, I'd agree with you. But like, it's coming out in like a week, and nothing else is coming out around it. So I think it might do well just based on where it was released at. I don't know.
One, I need that.
Yeah, but with like Mario, Evil Within, Wolfenstein, like
Yeah,
so
but
many
those
other
are
games.
3 weeks later though.
Even then, but I mean, what are you gonna buy? Shadow of War? Or are you gonna wait for like Evil Within, Mario?
I'm buying everything.
Yeah, I don't care.
Are we really gonna act like games like that don't sell? Like October and November is always loaded week by week.
It's always
Yeah,
loaded.
that means some of them games got to flop too, though.
What was the flop last year? What was the flop last year?
It was Titanfall 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, Titanfall 2 flop.
Titanfall 2 flop. Yeah.
Everything definitely gonna make it now.
Oh man, I don't see
It's
it.
just impossible for every
Like
game
Hard
to
8
be
says, when your money is funny, you're not going to buy every game, right?
Exactly.
We grown in here, man. We buying every game, fam.
But some of these games appeal to like the same people too, though. That's the issue.
Oh yeah, and Friday the 13th, of course. On
Ain't nobody. How many people in here buying Mario though?
I am.
No, that game gonna do numbers.
Yeah,
That game is
I know.
gonna
Yeah,
be
fine.
Oh yeah, Friday the 13th coming out too.
Preschoolers are talking about it right now in the schoolyard. We already know.
this guy right here is going to buy Mario Day
Looking forward to
One.
checking that
I'm
game.
thinking of actually getting a Switch for Mario. To be honest with you,
It looks really good.
and I am not a Nintendo fan.
It looks really good.
I wish I would waste my time on some goddamn Mario.
You gotta try it though, man. You gotta try it.
Damn,
Like, just
I
see.
don't want to play no Mario, man.
I got you, man. But what if it's like hot though? Like, what if it's
Mario ain't never been hot since Mario hasn't been hot
Since
since
when?
Mario 64.
Okay, the Galaxy games, you didn't play those?
They were overrated trash.
I gotta admit, those Galaxy games,
Straight
man,
overrated.
it was alright.
I'm going to have to disagree.
That
I'ma fall
Sunshine
back.
was running around cleaning mud off of
fall
stars.
back.
Like, get the fuck out.
I cannot stand with this heresy of Mario Galaxy games.
Window wiper and shit on Sunshine. Nah, I'm good.
I can't
Well,
wait.
Sunshine is polarizing, so I'll give you that. Like, not everybody likes Sunshine. I don't like Sunshine, but Galaxy is great.
I would rather play Luigi with his vacuum than Mario.
Hey, Luigi's Mansion was lit.
But your Heart 8 though, people saying
I was bored as shit on Galaxy. It's
your Heart 8, they were
boring.
saying they thought you wanted some AAA games though.
Nah, I don't want to.
But it was a big budget AAA game.
Mario is a big budget AAA game.
I'm good. I don't want to run around with a dude that got eyeballs on the hat and all that. I'm good.
Balls on that.
So it isn't just big
Oh, you don't like
budget
Cappy
AAA.
Dog?
I'm
Is it a
good.
mustache?
Man.
Hardy doesn't like guys with mustaches. Is that what it is?
Nah,
No,
I'm good.
okay.
It's a me Mario.
I'd rather spend my time on other things. Then you got Battlefront coming out. I ain't got time for no Mario, man. Come on.
What do you think this holiday is better than last holiday for games?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think this year's been better. I mean, Zelda,
Yes.
Horizon.
Well, it's been
Hell
better
yeah.
for PlayStation fans. Xbox fans has kind of been.
Yeah, but Force is coming out. That's going to be a great game.
Yeah, but I mean, it is.
I
Out.
can't wait to see these dudes playing Forza.
Hey, yo, man, Cuphead is fire right now. Man.
Like, Cuphead's great. Like,
Hold
Wait a
on,
minute, I gotta say something about Cuphead too.
Well, Cuphead's not even an Xbox exclusive. It's on
I
PC.
know.
Hey,
I
it's
know.
okay.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't be doing that.
I mean, okay, oh, fine. The only console it's on is Xbox. Whatever. I mean,
so whatever.
This
I
is
heard
really good.
Playing Cuphead
Hey,
though. That's
listen, I cannot wait to see Smooth live stream Forza 7 online. You're
Why
gonna
would you-
get
Oh,
trash.
I don't live stream Forza. I don't even play.
Oh, we
it
know
on
you don't.
Forza.
Forza is rendered irrelevant by its own spin-off game. So,
yeah, Horizon is so much better.
Horizon be bodying for us.
that shit is irrelevant, but got bodied by its own other game. Man.
That's
Like,
pretty funny.
That's because more people. It's easier. Horizon is easier.
It is. It is
The
definitely.
arcade versus simulation.
I mean, but Forza 7 is doing good. I mean, the meta score is pretty good. I mean,
Most of y'all not gonna play no Forza 7.
I'm gonna play it this year. I ain't gonna be any good, but I'm playing it.
I don't. even
I'm not getting that.
I guarantee you gonna put it down fast.
Only after I earn at least like maybe 200 achievement score in it. Once I meet
That ain't
that,
that much though, is it?
No, that's
do
not
that.
much at all.
I mean, it depends on how many points they give them for achievements.
yeah.
I got Cuphead and Forza the same day, and I chose to play Cuphead over Forza 7.
Listen, every time
you already got
they
Forza.
announce a new Horizon game, I could see the excitement in Xbox dudes, right? I don't see none of them talking about Forza 7. Nobody.
It's a racing sim. Yeah,
I mean, they've been talking about Forza 7 because it's 4K 60.
And a lot of people saying they can't play it. Like a lot of people apparently that
They're
talk
not
like
good at it.
they're not good at it.
It's a sim,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
It's a sim.
It's a sim.
not good at
It's not like a fun arcade
Yeah,
game.
like for me to enjoy all the assists got to be on that shit. Like,
You can't go around a
everything.
corner at 90 miles an hour.
Yep.
You gotta like know when to brake, know when to accelerate, do it at the apex of the turn, like downshift properly. Like it takes
all that.
Yeah.
I like Forza though. I like Forza better than Gran Turismo.
And people buy like racing wheels and stuff like that for their desks for these games. So
yeah, I got a couple friends like that. Yep, that's exactly what
it gets like I almost bought like a HOTAS flight stick for playing Elite Dangerous until I found
$2,000 desk just for fucking racing games. You sit in it and it's shaking shit. Yeah, I got a friend with that. I'm like, what are you doing, dog?
That's a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, well, he's into that shit like that.
Yeah, some people like
that's a down payment on a new car. What the fuck?
Forza 7 is considered a sim. It ain't as sim as Gran Turismo, but it's still considered.
Yeah,
because like the sliders on that game, you can either have it as sim as possible or arcade as possible. So
I think it's done a good job though of like bridging that gap.
It got an audience though. There's people out there that
how many of
love
these
that
dudes
shit.
will still be playing Forza 7 though. That shit gonna die so fast.
There's a market for that. There's people that love that shit.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, all the sim heads, they love it.
Yep, they love it.
Patron question from L Boogie. He asks, "Do you think gaming is going more towards visuals over gameplay?"
Oh, absolutely.
Has it always been that way? Though? It's always been that way.
Yeah,
like,
we're still trying to get photorealism, like
because I mean that's what everything a really beautiful high budgeted game with terrible gameplay is going to get touted over a shittier looking or a not as good looking game with great mechanics every day, all day.
But I mean, that's why you have like those indie games and other games to fill that gap, right?
I would think the opposite, but I actually know that if a developer was trying to make a good game, that the technology people, like the people that actually want to sell hardware, are going to push that agenda on them. So they have to do that. They have to. Like, that's how they make new hardware. So I think they have to. I think they have no choice but to do that.
I think we're going to hit a point where it's not.
Nah, never.
I'm trying to figure out where how I'm going to say this. I think we're going to hit a point where it's going to be like, okay, that's enough.
Nah,
like it can only go so far.
Eventually things are capping out. It's just now the world's got to get smarter and shit like that.
No,
it's
really?
like
no, they're
now for the generation.
Like VR and all that.
You talking about for the generation is capping out?
No, he means in general. He means
I think the thing is at some point, like it's going to be almost like a diminishing returns.
They say that now, but it's
like
not
you're gonna have to like do what
Nah, because you felt that way. You done felt that way before in the past.
I have, yeah.
There's been times when you've seen games you're like, I can't get no better than this when you didn't see it.
Yeah, that's true. See, but the thing is, how much better? Like, see, that's the thing because I can imagine, right? I always told myself I couldn't play like a video game that looked just as if like real life, like no and like cartoonish. You know how video games is like you're like, well, how real can video games get, right? And so, could you imagine playing a game pretty much like that just looked as if you were watching like a movie?
VR, dog. VR is like
but like watching like Bad Boys or something, except you're controlling the shit, right?
What if real life?
That shit, I don't think that shit
would feel like that.
Well, then, what if your real life was in fact a video game?
Give an example.
That's called smoke.
And then you got to go to work to grind that money to make sure you level up every year at the same day.
That's what's that game? What's that game that y'all be playing? With the kids
the graphics gonna get better. You're gonna see. Naughty Dog gonna show you with Last of Us 2.
Somebody asking me to give an example. I mean, you see it every day, bro. Like people write off games, and games are pushed on their graphical detail. Like Jimmy said, when PlayStation want to push a console, they not gonna show you goddamn Steam World Dig 2. They gonna show you Battlefield 1. And Battlefield 1's a good game, but like they might show you some games that actually fucking suck when you play them. But people gonna overlook that for them graphics. So
that's the whole reason the X exists. is to be like
graphics.
The graphics,
it's all
the
about
4K.
the visuals, man.
They always push graphics to software, always.
It's one of the easiest things to push and market. I mean, it's a very simple way of like conveying a new generation. Is a visual aspect.
Yep.
Yep.
It's easier to show that than good gameplay.
I mean, but I think once we cross the uncanny valley, like what can you do, right? If you get to like photorealism, where is there to go?
You get gimmicks after that, like VR. Like I said, you start going into gimmicks.
But the thing is, that's not a visual thing. That's a gameplay thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
what do you mean? That's definitely visual. VR is visual.
That's not a. It's still an uncanny valley.
VR don't even look that good.
Right.
You won't be able to tell how bad it looks versus how good it looks if it's done right.
That's the actual. That's the actual what it's called. It's called an uncanny valley. You're unable to tell between real life and a virtual world because of how it's
I just remember last gen, towards the end of last gen, we're like, well, how much better can video games get? And then I played Uncharted 3 and I played Uncharted 4, and I was like, holy crap. That the difference between Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 4 is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Technological advances.
Just like the difference between like 2K13 and 14. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always
like you said, between 3 and 4, like it's huge.
I always preferred stylized games over like more visually intense games, to be honest.
That's probably why you're looking forward to a game where they got a guy with fucking eyeballs on the hat. So.
Yeah, man.
900 p 60 frames, dog.
60 FPS. It's all the 60 FPS.
Mario always been 60 FPS, haven't it?
No, I think 64 was 30. Or sub 30.
The open world one. The open world one, you mean?
Yeah, 64.
I'm quite sure Super Mario World was 60.
I thought they all were 60.
Well, the thing is, the older games. So the older games had to be 60 because they were on CRT TVs, and they had a the higher the frame rate, the less flicker the TV would have because they had to push light through tubes. So all the old games had to be at 60 to avoid you getting sick and having like headaches and stuff while playing. So they had to be 60 FPS. The newer TVs now, because they're LCD and stuff, you don't technically need to do 60 because you have the third and the input lag.
They really couldn't get that shit to 1080 though.
It's a handheld.
Yeah, they wanted
the tablet.
I mean, what about when you dock it?
Yeah, that's not. I mean, don't believe everybody's lies. It's not like jumping up the GPU. It's not an extra GPU in the box. It's just an empty case that ups the clock in the thing. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not really expecting a lot of graphical hardware out of a tablet, to be honest. Maybe in the future that'll be great, but right now I'm just happy that it actually works the way it does, and it's got good looking games on a simple handheld.
Now, I see people saying PSVR. PSVR is definitely not dead, bro.
No, that's not dead.
It's not
No,
dead.
they hit
a million, right? They hit a million, right?
Yeah, they even said that they're uncomfortable being the leader.
Yeah,
they should, because Vive and Oculus should be.
I'm gonna get a PSVR one day, man. I need a nice price cut though. I'm gonna get
like
one.
a cult following that's kind of loyal, but
those graphics look funny on there, but the immersion makes up for it.
Bro, they got a lot of games coming on VR that look dope, though.
Yeah, that shit is a crazy
Inpatient. That shit look.
Yeah, I can't play none of it though. Ricky had brought his whole thing over here one time for the Until Dawn VR game. Yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful what you play.
Oh yeah, I do get nauseous from like.
You got to be careful what you play, man. Some games will fuck you up, dog. Yeah, some of them games will fuck you up if you're not ready.
It was almost RIP in there.
I can't believe you. I know.
Almost RIP, bro.
It started with the sweats. He started
man, dead ass feel when I put on VR. I feel like, first of all, like. I start getting like hot flashes.
Yep, you get the sweat.
Your stomach be feeling empty and all that.
Yeah, and then like my stomach feels empty, and like it's like phantom sweats, right? Because I feel like I'm sweating, but I put my hand on my face, I'm not sweating. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it feels like it's killing me from the inside out.
That's how it was with Infamous 2. I couldn't play that shit, man.
Yeah, that shit get you motion sick.
That shit had me motion sick like a motherfucker. And if you got like an empty stomach, it's even worse.
Yeah, that VR, you take that shit off, you gotta go to sleep if you play the wrong game, dog, or you gonna feel like you dying.
It's like
I never played Infamous 2 till this day because of that motion sickness.
Or play the wrong game, that shit'll fuck you all up.
That's really terrible. And then
that shit then it killed me.
And then the resolution ain't high enough sometimes, so like you gotta
get you
doubles.
Yeah,
like a screen door effect. It looks like you're looking at it from a screen door.
Oh yeah, if you get like an interference from the side of the headset too, all that shit
like ghosting. Oh
yeah,
God.
all that shit.
That's why I couldn't play Wolfenstein either. The motion sickness was killing me.
Well, that's why they use a lot of like motion blur in those games to like hide that and stop that from
I
happening.
think it was the second one. What was the second one? The New Order, or was that the first one?
No, you talking about the Old Blood?
Yeah, the first one was the New Order and Old Blood.
I think I got the New Order.
Yeah,
Old Blood. Well, I got one of them. I can't play it. That shit. The Old Blood.
No, I got it Monday.
I'll be about to pass out, man.
He might be talking about the Old Blood because they optimized that shit a lot less than the first one because it was DLC.
Yeah.
So you might be talking about that one.
The one was the one where you start on the plane in the beginning.
Yeah, that's the New Order. Yeah, that's the New Order.
That don't kill me.
I don't get motion sickness, but I do turn off that head bob in games if they have it. That gets me a lot. Like I don't know, it makes me queasy, so I always turn that off.
Especially if it's like a very slow head bob.
I don't know why is that aggravating. Why do they do that? Is there a technical reason why they do that?
My thought is that
it'll make you feel like you're really the character. Because you like in GTA 5, you gotta turn that shit off when you play first person.
And the thing about head bob is it really doesn't make you feel like you're the character. It still doesn't help. Like it looks stupid. It looks like
it's annoying. It's like an annoying feature.
Who all bobbing their head like that except like D-Lo Brown?
That's why it's dumb.
D-Lo Brown.
That should be like shaking left and right.
What the fuck? It's because like when you're running, right? You're not looking at your head bob when you're running in real life. In the game, you're looking like, why is motherfucking head shaking so much? That's what it should look like. That's why it doesn't really help with immersion.
Yeah, because you're not moving with them. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's noticeable.
Look dumb. But man. I mean, I think that's. Oh yeah, Heart 8. Someone donated for you to play Darksiders War Master Edition.
Oh my god, who did that?
You might like it. Did you ever play Zelda? Or like an older Zelda?
I played Darksiders.
It's a good game.
It's pretty old now, though.
I mean, the first one or the second one?
Well, this is the remaster. Well, he said the first one. So.
Yeah, I think you can get both of them for like $20.
I'm about to GameStop rental that shit.
Yeah, they don't have that.
What do you donate that for October?
Yeah, October.
You got to beat it or just play it?
I started next week. I'll do it next week.
You got to do 4 hours.
It ain't a bad game. I'll do it. It ain't bad.
4 hours is like a regular stream. You could just
who did it? Who did it?
Feed Me Hate.
Oh, Feed Me Hate. What up, bro?
Oh, all right, motherfucker. It's like I'll play it.
I started that game twice. That's for some reason I can't finish.
I started that game like 3 times. I started part 2 like 3 times.
I started it once. It's okay. It's just generic.
Yeah. It's a typical like B+ game. Like
it's like a God of War ripoff.
Yeah, it's like a
Zelda
shitty version. Like
a lot of like block puzzles, a lot of like moving stuff. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hold on. So what is War Master? Is that like the remaster of part 1?
Remastered edition.
That's the remastered part for the first.
Both of them remastered though.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
They're not bad. The aiming sucks. Like when you're trying to aim to throw something, that's pretty terrible.
Right. That's.
There's been any requests for 1v1s?
Nah. That's all I got for today, man.
Hey Jack, what happened with you and J-Man? I didn't see the stream.
Oh no. That shit went left, dog. No, they changed. Well,
I know you like who do you usually play as? Because you represent.
I play as the Grizzlies, man.
Yeah.
Stop.
Unbeknownst to me, they did a roster update the day before. I was passing the ball to people like, who the fuck is this? Like, no excuse though. Besides that, he whooped my mother. Like the first game, it was pretty much back and forth. He went on the run at the end. I couldn't do nothing about that. He won. Second game, he whooped my motherfucking ass. I have no excuse. I didn't want no smoke the second game. J-Man, you got it, fam.
So who did he play as?
The first game, I ain't gonna need to talk about the first game. Let me fall back. The second game he played as the Trailblazers.
But my Twitter timeline is showing the Brooklyn Nets.
Well,
the Brooklyn Nets.
We ain't gonna talk about that.
My timeline is showing the Brooklyn Nets from.
Listen, I'm not talking about losing to no goddamn Nets, man. You're not finna.
It's okay. Look, the thing is,
wait. He lost to the Brooklyn Nets.
Listen. Hey, yo, this is another issue I got with 2K. This is a patch. Wait a minute, Smooth. This is a patch. Another thing that
hold on, brother. The Nets itself is a patch, nigga. What the?
I know. I feel you. This is something they did with 2K. I don't know what the fuck going on. It happened to me today. I actually beat the person I played against today. Shout out to that person. But for some reason, man, the computer just is doing a whole bunch of stupid tic-tac fouls all of a sudden. Yeah. They fouling on and ones all the fucking time now, bro. Like,
but Jack, it was a Nets that beat you.
Go back and look at.
So you know what? I'm gonna have to give Jack a break because I'm a Dolphins fan. J-Man is a Jets fan.
Listen, I'm from Brooklyn. Bro. I just want to make sure I'm hearing that right.
I'm very ashamed about it. Go and look at that gameplay, bro. Every time it was an and one, it was a foul. I wouldn't even control the person that fouled them. Listen, go look at that. Hey man, look, I can't make
crazy. I was playing online the other day, and I was playing against the Golden State Warriors. This motherfucking dude I was playing went like 17 and 18 from the 3-point line.
God damn. God damn. I know
he was making every fucking three that he shot, dog. I had to get on the mic and curse him the fuck out.
I still ain't never played nobody use the
I was cursing him the fuck out, dog. I think I wish death on this motherfucker. Everything, dog.
Oh boy.
I was fucking hot. He was making every fucking. I couldn't do nothing.
So they dumbed down the shooting now? What they do?
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
It was like the layups were the issue, right?
Yo, Klay Thompson and Steph Curry was not missing.
Like, bro, probably not even live nowhere near that city, but using a team. I hate.
Yo, that's what I was hitting them with. I'm like, who was the starting five in 2010? Faggot.
Like, where you live? This nigga probably living.
I was like, you're from North Dakota playing with the Warriors. Get your nut ass out of here.
I live in Utah or some shit. I hate people that do that, fam. Like,
oh yeah, they definitely
and on PlayStation they don't allow you to back out when you see somebody picking the or not PlayStation on 2K they don't allow you to back out.
You can't back out. You finna take that.
Yeah, so no, when I see that, I just turn off.
Take that.
I turn off the damn console.
Take that.
Just turn off the Wi-Fi. Just shut it off.
Turn that shit off.
That's funny.
Well, y'all picked the same team. It's like, yo, let me back out. We got the same fucking team.
We need to bring back NBA Jam. That's what we need to bring back.
You gotta at least use a team that's at least on your coast or in your region. You can't be using a team on the other side of the fucking states and shit, man.
I mean, I like to switch up teams. It's boring playing with the same team, but
that's why I'm happy about all this whole free agency because it mixes. It's a lot of good teams you can use. I hate when people freaking use the damn Warriors or the Cavs, man. That shit drive me nuts.
I got a question though. For the culture, when we gonna get the Hardy versus Kid Smooth matchup? We need to see it, man.
Man, listen, man.
Hey, Smooth for real hard. You know that, right?
Yo, playing against Smooth is scary because you know if you lose.
Yeah, if you lose, that's
big. 2K is such a fucked up game to me.
Your Twitter mentions will not stop that week.
Yeah.
Good game, dog.
It's actually, you know what? Playing Smooth is like. It's not beneficial to the person that's playing them, to be honest. Like, because if you win, ain't nobody gonna be like, "Oh shit, you beat Smooth." They gonna be like,
yeah.
But if you lose, they be like, "God damn, you lost." Like
playing against Smooth is like you got everything to lose and nothing to gain. Nothing to gain and shit.
That's true. Shout out to Smooth though, man.
We need a good
you know how mad I was. I'm so mad that the fact that I should have played you after you play a hard 8 because those games we played. One were extremely close, and they were both winnable. And the fact that when you and Hard 8 was playing, and you beat Hard 8, right? I feel like if you played Hard 8 first, and then I would have played you, I think I would have beaten you, and they would have been so much better.
Yeah, but if you would have beat me after that, they would have been like, "Damn, Smooth, like really got it." Like, yeah, facts. That would have happened.
All right, well, let's get out of here and go to the After Dark. So we have live After Darks for the people who are subscribed to that tier. So, you know, the link will be directly on the front page of Patreon. You'll see the video on the front page of Patreon, live After Dark. Y'all can come and ask us questions or
y'all come through. We talk to y'all, read y'all comments, all that, man.
Yeah, so it's just like this, like exactly like how this is, except it's for the people who are pledged to that tier. So let's get to the outros. Alex.
Thanks for inviting me. Check out the Press Start podcast Thursdays at 8 on Kofi's channel. Check me out as well. I will be streaming Ruiner and more Cuphead. And check out my channel. It's at it's Alex. So I'm also going to do another fitness video coming up too. So keep an eye out for that.
All right, Jack.
Appreciate everybody for watching, man. Thank you for the continued support. Check me out this Monday, man. We got a Patreon requested live stream from Jack Move. Wolfenstein: The New Order. Never played it before, so that should be interesting. Make sure y'all hit my sponsor button on YouTube. That would mean a lot to me. Make sure you hit my sub button on Twitch, man. That would also be real nice of you.
Why are you so shilling, Jack?
Make sure you hit my follow button on Twitter, man, just to keep in tune.
Just give this nigga y'all whole check. That's all.
Hey, listen, I ain't asking for it, but
y'all fucking check.
Listen, if you got it to give, you know I ain't really mad at you, but yeah, that's it, y'all.
All right, Rand.
Yo, thanks for having me back on. You can check out my channel, youtube.com/RandallThor19. Check out my Cuphead review that just got demonetized because YouTube is retarded.
Fantastic.
No.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. It's always good being on the weapon wheel talking video games.
You know what video got flagged? You know the videos that I put up saying that I'm live streaming on Twitch is just a screen?
Yes. I got flag.
Yes, it's an immediate flag.
I swear to God. It was just a screen that says subscribe on Twitch and it got flagged.
Yo, you didn't about the new shit that's going on.
That's your automatic, man.
The videos I do just looking at a web page get demonetized. My Uncharted 4 review gets I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube.
Yeah, just treat it as something fun and don't take it too serious, I guess.
I just thought it was a Cuphead.
Nah, fam. Yo, when you start getting money for something and then it's like taken away from you, it's kind of hard.
It's terrible because you know what? Like everybody, somebody smart told me, if you're good at something, never do it for free.
Was that guy the Joker?
That was the Joker. Yeah.
Are you getting 2K18 wrestling?
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
Oh, don't you love wrestling?
I'm a big wrestling fan, boy.
What's the rest? What's to think about?
Well, the other 2K games weren't really that great, and they get really weird sometimes, and I'm kind of like in the middle about it. So I'm also really hesitant because of the microtransactions that they're probably going to put in there too.
Them trash, dog.
I might just go back and stream WCW NWO Revenge.
Oh, there you go.
Because I have it emulated. Or WWF, No Mercy. I don't know. It depends.
Those games are lit.
Those are the best ones.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get a new emote too, y'all. I know y'all been asking for the road trip emote. I'm gonna try to get that done for y'all.
The best wrestling game of all time was Royal Rumble on Super Nintendo.
Oh, I like that one.
Or you know what? Or Super Fire Pro Wrestling. That's really good too.
Nah,
I like that one too.
Right. No, Royal Rumble was the shit though. That shit was
my favorite wrestling game is WrestleMania 2000 still.
2000, really?
Yeah,
even though No Mercy was a better game,
No Mercy was a far better game.
It was, man.
You had the Wolfpack in there, you had NWO, you had Hollywood Hogan, you had Sting, and you had Wolfpack Sting.
Listen, man.
And then Fire Pro on the PC now you can make your own character, and people are making them on the Steam community.
Jimmy.
Yo, oh yeah, J Mega Games, man. J Mega Games live on Twitch. Please follow that. And shout out to everybody that's been hitting the sponsor button on the YouTube channel. Please continue.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
So you guys know what it is. Kids Move. Xbox is the best box, and I am the best spot. I'll hit you guys back soon with maybe a Cuphead stream. I just don't know if I'm gonna get any farther.
We don't know. All right.
Yo, make sure y'all hit me up for my Western Union information. Make sure y'all also hit me up on how to get a direct deposit straight to my bank account. What else we got going on? Make sure y'all hit me up if you want to actually put some money into my piggy bank. Like I meet you somewhere and you can drop some coins in it.
There you go.
And that's about it, man. Thanks for coming.
All right. Yo, hit that that $12 Patreon tier so y'all can talk to us live, man.
Nah, fam.
We finna come chat with y'all, man.
Somebody said that shit need to drop down to $5.
People been saying that, bro. Like,
listen, I don't believe it. But
we gotta do the sale. We gotta do the sale to see if they come through, man.
All right. Alex and Rand, y'all welcome to come to the after party if you know.
Yeah, I'll stay for a little bit.
All right, y'all. We stopping this stream. We'll start the next.